All right. I think we have it at this point. Thank you for your patience as we sorted through our brief technical issues. We did test this ahead of time. We did test it ahead of time, but here we are. We've got a sharper image today, brought to you by a small camera upgrade. So I think y'all can see the cards a bit more clearly. So I've got Derek here. We're going to get started on tonight's games. First one is going to be Vodacce versus Asura. Let me see if I can get a post out there. Problem resolved. There we go.
Okay.
All right. So I'm bringing the Don to the table. You're bringing Yevgeny to the table. So we can get started.
Yevgeny the literal boar.
Yevgeny the literal boar. Great promo from last year. I'm really glad there's still some of those out. And we have the promos for this next year, which are going to be the Don. I also have something else I'm showing off tonight in the interest of making everything a bit more clear. First of all, you might have noticed that the leader wound counter is now active on the scoreboard. So we're going to be tracking leader wounds throughout the game. Derek, just remind me when you boo-boo my leader, so we can track how many ouchies they take throughout a given game.
Yevgeny does enjoy distributing ouchies.
The other thing that I'm showing off tonight is we have these cool hero points that were part of the 7C RPG, but they make really great renown. They come in a little box like this, and they look like this, and they stand out a lot better than the little metal coins we were using. So we're going to be using these on stream because they stand out, and you can pick these up at Gen Con for just $15. Derek's graphic is a scoreboard showing Montaigne. You're right, we haven't set that up yet. Thank you for that.
Oh my goodness.
I made an assumption, and that was wrong. So it's just when you play that much Montaigne, I don't know what to think anymore.
Exactly. I got to change it up every once in a while.
We just settled in here. We got in here just a little later than we wanted. But we're going to get started with day one, Vodacce versus Asura. I've already selected my card with the Don that I'm going to start with at setup, because during setup, reveal a red hand thug from your deck and put it into your hand. I'm going to reveal Dante, which is a bit unconventional, I know. But
mind if I gander at Dante?
Yeah, go ahead and gander at Dante. He's got a really cool feature.
Character to that location.
But the big value is that 4 riposte.
Yeah, 4 riposte is good.
Control's nice. It depends on what you want to use them for. This could just be, ultimately not the best way to use it, but I wanted to try some slightly unconventional things. If we've got anybody in chat who notices that the mic is popping, please let me know. That's so good. We've got both people saying here that we don't have popping. I worked really hard to fix that. So we'll start with day one. We've got the City Deck update as well. So you're going to see City Deck update cards just like before. And this week, starting at the docks, for game one, we've got Echo coming into the docks, Smuggled Item at the forums, and Guild Triskelion at the bazaar. Thank God I'm not facing Odette again.
Making Yevgeny a duelist would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I hate that. All right, you ready to get started?
I am.
All right, let's see that approach play for day one.
All right. For the stream, some of these are printed out rather than...
Hey, me too.
Yeah.
Who's got a copy of Tooth and Claw?
Exactly right.
I'm just leaving mine in the sleeves until I reveal them, and then I'm pulling them out.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a couple options I could take here, and I feel like I'm going to do the thing that I wanted to do and thought about doing for a while. But this could totally backfire on me. Oh man, I just don't think... What are you going to play? I don't even know what the composition of your approach deck is. I'm going to wait on this. I'm going to wait on this until I...
Oh, I'm noticing that...
Oh, I got to do it. I got to do it.
Oh, there we go. I'm sure I want to know. They're paper and they're sticking to each other. All of the Asura schemes have very low initiative.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to struggle with that.
Mm-hmm. Man, this is a challenging decision.
How many times have you played Asura, Derek?
Twice.
All right.
Ever. So it may take me a little doing. Okay. I'm going to do this. Is it a good idea? I don't know, but we're going to try it.
All right, let's see it. Let's get that reveal for planning on day one. I have Andriana Dandalo and Decipher the Strands. So I'm just going to pull these out of sleeves just so they're a bit more clear for chat. These are printouts because I don't have Tooth and Claw yet. Mm-hmm. Like most people, they're coming out at Gen Con. So we got Vedma and Leshy of the Wood. So you're at a 34. I'm at a 47. My 47 says add a renown to any location. Well, here's the thing. You're going to wipe renown with Leshy. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop that on the forums because I don't want it to go anywhere else. Then add a renown to a location with no renown. You know, I'd much rather you try to get rid of that Guild Triskelion.
Okay.
So we'll go for that. And that's it. Then before that, I get to look at the top 3 cards of an opponent's deck and an additional card for each Strega they control. So I'm going to look at 4 cards. You can look with me, chat. All right, here's what we got. Oh, man. Based on... You can have that. You can have that. You can't have that.
Oh, no.
You also... I mean, I'm not going to... I don't know if I'm going to... Yeah, let's just... I think we'll get rid of this and this. We'll get rid of these 2. Because it says I can sync 1 or more of those cards and replace the rest in any order. So I'm going to sync these 2 for you. And these 2 go right back on top.
Can I see what they are?
No, only I get to look at them.
Wow.
You will see what they are when you draw cards at the end of planning. But
so I'll never see what was sunk.
Nope, you won't know. But I had things I didn't want you to see. I mean, chat saw. Chat
saw. Everybody but Derek sees.
Don't set up ability to get a thug trigger after city cards are revealed. I don't believe so because revealing city cards is during dawn of the first day.
Yeah, setup and dawn.
Yeah, Brandon saw the whole thing. So during setup, we're setting up the board. That's when I reveal my thug. Then day 1 starts. First thing of day 1 is dawn, and we reveal the 3 city cards. Mm-hmm. All right, so that was everything that I get to do with Decipher the Strands a little long. You've got Leshy the Wood. What are you doing?
All right, well, I'm looking at Echo, and I don't want you to have Echo.
All right, I wanted to create kind of a fork because I do like Renown on the board, because ideally you won't be able to get it.
Yeah, I've got... Like, Yevgeny is like mono combat character. Vedma is in case I get Boon, to just make Yevgeny an absolute monster.
Or Voice of the Gods.
Or Voice of the Gods. Ironically enough, Voice of the Gods not in here.
You made a terrible error. What are you doing? You playing with 2
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. This is not my deck.
Okay, well, I don't want to speak ill of anybody else. All right, so you're gonna get rid of Echo's location.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of.
All right, so go ahead, read everything on there just so chat knows.
Okay. Choose one of the outermost locations, add a renowned to the other 2.
All right, we got 4 renowned on the board, day 1.
Place this card at the chosen location. Boink, discard all city cards there. Echo,
yep.
Toast. All characters there go home. Renown cannot be added or removed to from that location. It cannot be controlled at the end of the day. Send this card to the locker. Worth noting, pressures can still happen here. And characters can still move there, but it can't be controlled.
Can't be controlled, can't put Renown there, so it's utterly useless. I mean, you could use it as an escape location, but it's not all that helpful. And of course, I've got the fancy first player token. Both of our characters muster. I've got Andriana Dandalo. She's in Tooth and Claw. Cool thing she does, she's a Strega duelist. So she has a reaction when target opposing non-sorcerer intervenes or refuses a challenge, I can wound them. So notably not Yevgeny. And then she has a Sorcerer City action. I can discard a sorcery and engage Andriana to move target enemy non-leader, at a city location to her location and then challenge them. So I can pull you in and swing on you by discarding a sorcery. Dante's in my hand. Then we're going to go ahead and draw cards. So I'm going to draw 8.
Well, correction. She can grab Venma.
She could draw. She could
non-leader.
Right. She could grab Vedma. She can't grab Yevgeny, but she also can't punish anybody for the intervene.
0, so 5. That hurts.
Oh man, I've got 9 cards in hand right now. I've got a lot of options here.
How many?
I've got 9 cards in hand, buddy.
Are you kidding
I'm sorry,
me?
Misspoke. I should have 8 cards in hand because I have 7.
That's a 6.
I got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I missed. Nope. I just grabbed an extra card like a fool. Just think that one. We know how to play, we swear.
In the world, girl.
Yeah, go Team Boar.
Go Team Boar!
Don triggers after city cards are revealed.
Wow.
That shouldn't be. We'll have to chat with him about that. But thank you for the correction there. We'll ask him about it. He should be in here soon, too. He usually pops in. All right, so I've got the initiative on day 1, and I've got kind of a funky position here because I could just walk up and get bored pretty quickly, and I really don't want that to be the thing that happens to me. So here's what we're going to do.
Considered what Derek wants, Carl.
We're going to go ahead and walk Andriana up to the bazaar. So that's my opening move. Walk Andriana up to the bazaar.
Okay. Now... none of what Vedma does requires a city action. However... yeah, I don't want Andriana to punch Yevgeny.
It's just 2.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
What's the problem, really, though? Okay, so I'm going to move up Yevgeny, the literal boar.
Now we're talking.
We are talking indeed.
So, I don't want Vedma to walk into the forums. I don't want that. So I've got a tough choice here. You could fight there. All right, I'm gonna walk the Don up to the forums.
All right. All right, it is time to... This really hurts because I've only got 5 cards. And I want that Guild Triskelion. So I'm going to toss Appealing to the People. Put this over here because I doubt I will be able to use it easily. And I can't use Main Gauche.
I made sure you drew that.
He's not a duelist. Oh, but he could be a duelist. In that case, I'll toss... I know that trick because you don't have anything on you right now. Hand on the piece. Okay, so now Evgeny is... He has 3 finesse now, and you can, for some reason, challenge...
With feet.
Yeah, but the important thing is he's a duelist now, and he has a little extra boots. He's got 3 boots for his 4 hooves.
Yeah, that's scary, and I hate it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm in a slightly tough spot here because Yevgeny could just swing on Andriana, and I'm glad that Yevgeny is not at the location where the Don is. That's helpful. What am I going to do here? I mean, it's pretty funny that I could do that, but I don't think it's going to help me all that much. Let's yeah, let's go ahead and pay $1 for the smuggled item and equip it to the Don.
All right.
So Don's at 4 influence. I'm just pitching Court Speak for it.
Oh, he is very influential. All right. I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to unsanction duel because Yevgeny's a duelist now.
Wow, that's really funny.
On Andriana.
All right, so Yevgeny's gonna have to engage.
And you're sorry, just him, not his.
Just him. Not his attachment.
Not his attachment.
And let's go ahead and get some threat placed on her. So you're gonna send how much? Because you're doing a combat challenge, right?
I'm doing a good old fashioned combat challenge. So this is a 4.
Well, it's actually better than that because after the start of the first round, you're going to place 1 more.
Yep, and unsanctioned duel is going to put 1 on us both.
Yep, so you've got 1, I've got 1, so I've got 5, and you've got 1. So, ouch.
So this, yeah, so this doesn't guarantee a kill, but it definitely increases the odds. And
yeah, we're going to go ahead and play Dante from hand, and I'm going to riposte 1, 2, 3, 4 of this.
Oh no!
And I'm just going to take 1 as a wound.
Ooh, cheese. All right, well. Now, question. Yevgeny gives +1 thrust to all of his combat cards.
He sure does.
If it has a thrust of dash, I assume that can't be added to?
Correct. You cannot add to a dash.
Yep, wanted to be sure. All right, so I've got 3 gambles. So I'm going to start gambling. Okay, he's going to take some hits. I'm okay with that 4 is awfully spicy. I could take a bigger hit. Yeah, I'm gonna do strong hands. I'm gonna take a bigger hit.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna take 3 wounds because you're gonna block 2 with strong hand. So at the 5, you'll take 3.
Well, I'll take 2 because of limited.
Oh, yep, correct. Yes, restricted hostilities. So these are you're gonna send 4 to me, and then 1 more for a total of 5.
Yes, indeed. Yevgeny, be strong.
Yeah, I'm in danger. So I could do that.
Full Ralph Wiggum mode right now.
I don't really want to lose more cards from my hand. Poor Andriana just is not long for this world. But I could probably try to do as much damage as possible, and to that end, I'm going to play Murder from my hand.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to block 2, thrust 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take that 3 and die, but I'm going to use the Duelist maneuver, Wound the Adversary. And Yevgeny is just going to straight up take a wound.
Ow.
Not as potent as your opening, and then Andriana will expire and go to the locker. I did not have the cards in hand to salvage that nicely.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna put it up to a gamble. And I'm just going for high block right now. Oh, losing Grandfather's Hammer really hurts. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but how do you want to lose it? Do you want to sink it or put it in the discard pile? Probably sink it. Sink it means you get it later.
Yeah, and I need the block anyway, so I'm just going to take 1. 1Z. Boink. Ow.
All right.
Oh.
So, all right.
Puts him
Yevgeny's
down.
1/3 down, but I've lost, an entire character, so I don't think that worked out very well for me. All right. That was your reaction, huh?
It sure was.
Yikes. We're going to go ahead and play 1 for Bravos, and we'll pitch.
Oh ho!
I think the answer is that we're going to pitch for the family, and we're going to play Dante from the discard pile. And Dante's here.
Dante on the scene. Alright. I really don't want Vedma to get punched in the craw.
Yeah, let's go. She's only got 2 boo-boos.
Yeah, I'm going to move Lightning Gram up to the Grand Bazaar.
I see. Well, you put me in a spot where I don't have a choice but to city action destroy Dante, move target character to that location.
Oh, no.
So I just can't let you get that 2 renown because I could be up by 2 and then you could be down by 2.
May I double check?
Yeah, of course. That location refers to the location where he was destroyed.
So he could pull someone from home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is sexy.
Yeah, he's very good. He's also 2 cost, but I got him in through Bravos. So I'm happy that I was able to... oh, here we go. I should have wrote better.
Mitigate the cost a bit.
Don's passive ability, reveal a red hat thumb from your deck and put it in your hand, happens during setup after city cards and leaders have been revealed. Approach and faction deck have been placed down. But before planning phase begins, once you planned, chosen gotcha. Alright, thanks very much, Harold. Alright. So we've got this setup here. You've got Lightning Gram, and I've got the Don over at the forums.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's your action.
All right. Well, I don't like that Lightning Gram is
here with lower influence than me, because now I've got the smuggled item.
In the wind. You're going to win on influence here.
You would punch me for 1.
Yeah, and then you would punch back.
Maybe. Probably.
Yeah, she's only got 3 resolve. You've definitely ensured that I can't take this.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to bring some people in. I'm just going to move Vedma to safety.
I will claim the forums.
Sure will.
And I've got a little update I got to do on the wounds. So, Yevgeny took 4 wounds out of that fight.
That's all you, Remy.
All right. And I currently have the forums under my control. What do you have? Are you just passing here?
I'm just passing.
I'm going to pass as well. So that'll wrap up day one. We move to plunder. I'm going to take 2 renown. You're going to take none today because you don't control any locations. We revert everything to neutral.
Leshy goes away.
Sure does. And we're on to day 2 already. That was probably our fastest day 1 we've had in a while.
Yeah, I'm really used to prolonged fights with Montaigne, but Yevgeny has very fast fights. It's usually Yevgeny swings, and it's usually a 2-hit. Yevgeny hits an opponent, and the opponent hits the ground.
Usually. Unless somebody's got a parry out, and that's the only time I really see people not hit the ground, but then the fight's still over quick. So let's...
And that's why Unsanctioned Duel is mandatory in any Asura deck, in my opinion.
Alright, so here's what we've got. We've got Carmella at the docks. We have Inauguration Day at the forums, and we have Kala and Adelheid at the Bazaar. The Bazaar has 2 renown on it currently.
Okay.
Let's see. These are tough decisions here. 'Cause I'm already down a character, you know? Oh, man. I can go this route, which isn't really going to help me on the...
I'll double check Kala and Adelheid.
Yeah, alright, we'll try that out. Ooh, but I'm not going to be able to make use of that. Then it's got to be bad.
Alright.
Alright, you got your cards?
Got my cards.
Let's see our reveal. Alright, I've got Plans Within Plans and Sibella Scarpa, and you've got Valeri and Winter's Winds, no recruiting from me. A-okay. And that means any brutes that come in too, any thugs, yeah.
Any thugs, any mercenaries. I know that you've got a fistful of mercenaries because I only saw 1, and I know you've got another one on the way.
So I'm going to do Plans Within Plans here. 73, I've got the higher initiative, so we'll hold on to the first player token. Add a renown to 2 different locations. I will put 1 here, and I will put 1... Oh, I suppose here. That seems good for me. And then I'm going to use the passive here, which is search your deck for a red hand thug and add it to your hand. So I'm going to search, and I'm going to pull out Angelo. Angelo's my grab.
And he's a parry out.
He's a parry out, and he's got a city action where you can destroy him to draw a card.
It's about to be redeemed.
Yep. So I couldn't just go grab somebody like, Baratino, knowing that you've got Winter's Winds in hand.
Yep, and you can do his city action even if he's engaged.
Yeah, you can do city action even engaged, but at that point, why play him?
Yeah.
He's helpful in certain situations, but I think that parry out is where a lot of his value comes from. All right, so Angelo's getting added in my hand. And then I have a reaction on here, which is after I claim a location that has an opposing character, I can unguard target character I control at that location. All right, and then Sibella Scarpa as well, because the Don's a grill dad. And you've got Valeri, which means you got a spicy jump and stab move. Yeah. All right.
At Gen Con, I did repeatedly hear Valeri referred to as Batman.
That's kind of his vibe. You also get to add renown with Winter
I sure do.
Yeah, where you put renown in today.
You know what? Load it up on the Grand Bazaar. Let's do this.
Oh no! How many's going there?
Add a renown to any location, then you may add a renown to a different location. I'll add one to the docks.
All right, add it to a different location. You want one here?
Yep.
All right, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 renown at the docks right now. Let's go ahead and draw cards. I'm only drawn 5 today.
I am drawn 6. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's go.
All right, well, I got the opening move here, huh?
Sure do.
Let's go ahead and
Oh my goodness, Remy.
move Sabella up to the forums.
Greedy pup.
She trying to take your stake?
She's begging as hard as she
That's
can.
how she operates.
That is how she
She's
operates.
real good at it.
All right, I am going to toss. Let me double check. I'm actually going to read my cards because I have a nasty habit of getting an idea in my head and then just running with it, regardless of changing circumstances. And through that, I miss opportunities. So, yeah, let's toss I'm done with you to put main gauche on Valeri, who is a duelist with three or more finesse.
Your boy's got 2 techniques. I mean, he's got a +1 thrust technique, and it says if Valeri has fewer wounds, it can become a +1 riposte technique.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Very neat.
So he can do some stylish stuff.
He's stylish now. I think some of these duelist upgrades are going to help Asura here and there with specific decks, but I think
it helps Valeri. It helps Ren. Ren in particular gets a lot of value out of.
Yeah, I'm excited to see more play with Ren. All right, well, I've got Sabella here, and I guess you're putting me in a spot where I don't have a choice but to swing the Dawn up to Colin Adelheid's location.
All right, well. I am going to put Morelli Saber on Yevgeny. He does have more than 3 punch and more than 2 fast.
Man, Yevgeny's looking thicker than a Snicker right now.
Yep. And that's an important thing to remember on Asura is, and I've seen this in the past and I've shut it down, everyone that plays Asura to begin with, at least early in their Asura career, wants to really Voltron Yevgeny with everything. Swords, armor, offhand weapons, throwing boon on him, and then someone says, "Oh, Amor, Yevgeny's going away. Looks like you dumped all your cards into one dude, and that one dude goes away." Which is why I'm making sure that Yevgeny has a way to turn sideways and use a thrust technique. Valeri has the ability to turn sideways and use a thrust technique. I'm balancing things out so that if one of them gets controlled, the other can make up for it.
Well, I think the way you've got the Yevgeny kitted out right now is that if he uses Morelli Saber, it's effectively +1 riposte. And that's just like having a Mastercrafted Rapier on him.
Mm-hmm. But the important thing is it gives his initial challenge that +1 thrust. So he's going from 4 threat to 5, which is huge.
Yeah, I hate that. I'm going to go ahead and turn sideways with the Don and claim this location.
All right.
So the Bazaar is mine.
Goodness. All right. Well, thinking. Yeah, I am going to have Batman.
Yep, alright, so Valeri swings in.
Valeri swings
and
in.
he's sending 2 threat. You want to use your technique to make it 3 threat?
I sure do.
Alright, I'm still going to decline and just take 2 wounds.
Sounds good. And don't you mean 3 wounds?
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, ouch. 3 wounds it is. Gotta watch out for Relentless.
Yep, Valeri also
suffers a wound.
Taking a boo-boo. Alright, that is my action.
Alright. So at this point, I'm up by 4. I'm gonna pass and see what you do. Because
right.
I'm
make sure to update your boo-boo counter.
Oh, I gotta update my boo-boo counter. Thank you. Put it up at 3.
All right. I'm gonna move Valeria over to make room for our man
Yevgeny.
Yevgeny.
Hate that. I'm going to play The Pressure Is On. I'm going to pay for it with... Oh, man, these decisions here. I'm going to pay with it with Bleed Out. Pressure Is On says, target a character opposing your performer at a location you control. Engage them.
Oh, no!
And I will engage Yevgeny. Take a seat, big guy.
Rough-a-rooney. All right. I'm going to move Vedma up. Boink.
Hate that. So I'm going to play Pull with Sabella Scarpa. And I'm going to pitch... Oh, man. I hate it. I hate it.
Wow, you are really answering
I'm
my
pitching
everything.
my other Bleed Out to pull Vedma.
Or are you?
Oh, she doesn't move at all. I also don't take a wound because I'm a Strega with Pull.
Yep.
But I did just lose 2 cards out of that, so it's too bad. So Vedma's sticking around.
Vedma's sticking around. And Vedma controls.
So how much did you win that by?
Let's see, 3, 4, 5.
I'm going to play Objection.
Objection!
When a pressure succeeds with a difference of 1 or less, because you were 3, 4, 5, and I'm 3, 4, so you succeeded by 1. With a difference of 1 or less, the pressure fails instead. I had like every answer right now.
You had every answer. Okay, that's my action.
I'm going to claim this location with Sabella Scarpa.
Yeah. All right, I'm just going to my fight alone, Yevgeny, and heal him a little bit because I don't have anything else I can do.
I think I'm going to pass. Because I think that's the game.
I think that's the game.
All right, good game.
Good game.
Because I'm going to pull 4 renown off of this. 3, 4, and 5.
You got
plus the 2
every
from before.
answer.
Yeah, I had a very nice hand there. So that was... Hey, we've got plenty of time for a second game now.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's try it again.
Yeah, let's try it again. Do you want to... Are you trying Montaigne or are you trying Asura again?
I'm going to try Asura again, but I'm going to do a little editing.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are some things in here that I want to change.
Do you want to grab one of my Asura decks that's ready to go?
I want to... Not this time.
I just don't want to keep chat waiting.
No, yeah, you're good. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna ditch appealing to the people is...
Yeah, Blood Lake Winter would have messed up one of those, and I'm
Yeah,
glad you
and
hit
I
the...
discarded it.
Oh, you just... I know I saw it earlier.
Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna appealing to the people. I know that trick. Good. I want to put some Mashtuka stuff in here.
Alright, I'm going to let chat choose what I'm playing next, so throw those votes out for what faction you want to see. That was a pretty quick play of a sorcery deck.
Actually, I might want to keep a new strategy, actually. Okay. So I am going to...
Boron Boar Violence. Alright.
Boron Boar Violence.
Is what it is. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and grab my Tooth and Claw deck.
Do it.
The Mirror, the Unholy Mirror. 2 bodybuilders face off.
Mm-hmm.
I think,
Deathmatch in the Blunderdome.
Oh yeah, you couldn't have used My Fight Alone there, by the way. I wasn't that stressed about it because it looked like that was going to be the...
What is it?
You've got to be alone to use My Fight Alone.
Oh,
it's your
that's
fight
true.
alone, after all.
It is my fight alone.
You're not fighting with friends.
I'm not at all.
You're not fighting with them. All right, we've got Yevgeny versus Yevgeny today.
Oh man.
Are you playing in Boar mode? I'll play in Man mode.
Snap.
I haven't animorphed yet. But I think just looking at the current voting that's open, I've got a feeling that our winner for Asura as a leader is gonna be Salamania, which I selfishly really love.
So Solo who now?
Salamania.
Oh yeah, the waifu.
Is that what we're calling her?
Oh yeah.
I think Yevgeny is more of her husbando more than anything. I think she tamed him. She laid claim.
Mm-hmm.
Boron Bor rules just deathmatch into forums turn 1. You are in fact correct, Elizilla. That is how it went. I think we had at Gen Con on the first round last year, we had 3 people do one-on-one boar fight, and I think they had a lot of fun. I don't think we had any complaints after people did one-on-one boar fighting the entire time. I'm going to shuffle up the city deck and we'll deal out our first day.
Yeah.
Putting some parry outs in. I see you.
Nope, no parry outs here.
Oh, you're pulling out parry outs.
No. I am putting in a couple strengths of 10, some Borats.
Appealing to the People is a card that I really like having. I really like the RPT. But I find myself using the RPT on it far more than I find myself using the action on it. It's not always that helpful to on-guard a character at a location you already control, outside of some niche situations, so I just don't get to see that much use out of it.
Yeah. So you go away.
Alright, I'll set up our day 1 here in this match that is Boar on Boar, and let's update our shields.
Yeah, I don't know what I could have done. You had every answer.
Yeah, I kind of had every answer, yeah.
You knew exactly what I was going to do because my options were so limited.
Yeah, I also play a lot of Asura. So,
Yeah.
Asura, if you're on the Discord, you'll notice that I have a little Asura icon next to me, and I'm loud and proud about it, so...
Are you telling me that you, Carl, play the big beardy guy?
I play the big beardy, as a big beardy guy. Yeah. If you're looking for me at Gen Con, you'll be able to find me quickly.
Yeah.
You
are really easy to find at Gen Con.
I'm only the second tallest person in 7th C. The tallest person is Hayes Hunter. And I don't like standing next to him. It makes me feel insecure. So
every once in a while, I'll encounter someone who's taller than me. I'm at a modest 6'1", and every once in a while, like, if I find a lady that's taller than me, I'm like, I don't understand this feeling. I don't know what this feeling is. I still don't know what the feeling is. I'm like, what's going on? I don't understand this feeling.
I play Asura Sorcerers. Yevgeny is just there to block, so 1v1 boar fights would basically always be an auto loss for me. I'm actually kind of with you. I use Yevgeny more as like he's a flexible tool that can keep your boys and gals alive. And he's there to put people down after they have a couple wounds on them pretty reliably. He is threatening, but if you play him too overzealously, I have demonstrated that doesn't always go well. Like last week, where I walked out of day 1 with 11 out of 12 wounds on Yevgeny. Mm-hmm. That totally scared me. Day 1, Jacinto on the docks, Carmela at the forums, and So It Begins at the bazaar. No new cards today. All right. Are we ready?
We are.
All right. What are we going to do here? Now, what I don't want to do is play Leshy of the Wood at the same time he does. The goal would be to not do that. But I could always, take a slightly different route. Oh, man. I don't play the mirror often, and what's the word? Hate it. This is kind of spooky. All right, this is definitely the answer here. Let's just go with that. It's different. It's different.
Okay, Let's doing it.
Oh, the Boar's Guile. All right, who are you targeting with the Boar's Guile today? Yeah, because I've got Gutter, so you do yours first.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with Yevgeny.
Insane. All right.
And Ivy to help Yevgeny fight.
So you're gonna you may add a renown to any location if you do not move a renown. So just go ahead and put one somewhere. I'm putting 2 renown at the bazaar because I'm putting 1 renown at the bazaar with Gutter full of roses.
Okay. Oh man, having So It Begin. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it.
There's 2 renown at the bazaar right now.
Let's do it to it.
All right, and you have the first player token today.
Hot diggity darn.
And let's go ahead and draw cards. So you're going to go ahead and draw 6. I'm going to go ahead and draw 5.
Okay. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Brilliant. Yeah, I don't know about just walking up there. It doesn't seem like a great idea. But you've got the first play anyway.
I do. I am going to... Well, you don't have Valeri. So I'm going to move up Ivy.
I'm going to move up a Katarina.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna whip some of that out of there.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I am going to toss... I want to toss a new strategy.
Oh,
Because it doesn't help me turn
Well,
one.
you're paying for it. Yeah.
Yeah, paying. And...
Yeah, first turn marooned could have been better.
an unsanctioned duel, because I don't have a duelist.
Not right now.
And I'm going to grandfather's hammer on Yevgeny.
Oh boy, here we go. It's happening.
He's a big boy.
Huh. All right. Well. What am I going to do here? I feel like I'm in danger, but that's part of the fun. I'm going to use a Katarina. I'm going to use her city action. Move her around from this location to another one.
Mm-hmm.
And then move a Katarina to another different city location. So
All
Katarina's now at the docks.
Okay. Oh. I guess I'll just claim the bazaar.
All right, bazaar's been claimed. We're gonna go ahead and buy Jacinto.
Okay, tossing some stuff.
And I'm gonna pitch a Sunder
Mm-hmm.
and I hate doing it, but a shoddy craftsmanship.
Mm.
I can't blow up your grandfather's hammer with it, so it makes sense to lose the shoddy.
Mm-hmm. All right, I will move Yevgeny up to the forums because the people demand a forums fight. And who am I to deny that?
I'm not doing it.
Oh, coward.
I could see you popping a Razarushatel or something, which would be kind of funny. I'm gonna move Yevgeny up to the bazaar, where So It Begins is in play.
Oh, I've made a foolish mistake.
So if you pop like a Razarushatel, or you could have like a Matushka's Efficiency. I haven't moved from you, so Predatory Pursuit would be out. There are a couple cards that would allow you to swing into the bazaar and then fight me, but then you're just losing more resources from hand, which I'm not complaining about.
Yeah. I've made a terrible mistake.
Yeah, So It Begins. Sorry, I should have seen this earlier. I see it's already been answered, but I'll just read it out loud. During a duel, participants at this location have -1 parry on their combat cards. And then it also says, pressures at this location also add combat, which means right now, the precarious situation which we've entered, we should have read this when it came out. I have 4 combat and 1 influence, which means I've got a total value of 5 on my pressure. Ivy has 2 combat and 2 influence. She has a total value of 4. So I'm like up by now right now, which means I could claim this back on a following turn. and upset things and walk away with one. So Derek's looking at the cards in his hand, wondering what his options are, and he might have something to really make me sad, make me a sad boy.
All right. I'm gonna count myself a fool, and I'm gonna pass.
I'm gonna claim. I've got 5 to your 4.
Okay. I'm gonna be a little relieved. I guess I'll claim the forums.
All right, he claims the forums, and I'm gonna open with the pass. I'm gonna ask if we can walk away from this day. Come on, Derek. Let bygones be bygones. What's the big deal? We're all engaged.
I suppose.
What
so.
secrets you got in your hand?
I need to save my secrets for a better day.
Oh, that's enticing.
All
right. I'm gonna pass. You're gonna pass.
I'm gonna pass.
All right. Let's plunder. So I'm gonna take one. You're gonna take one. I'm gonna walk home with a Jacinto. So I'm up a boy.
Yeah.
And then Carmela and So It Begins are gonna hit the discard pile. And let's stack for the new day so I can update our tracker. We've got Captain's Coat at the docks. It is an attachment. It has a city action that lets you basically win a pressure on ties. It's really good, actually, because it's not just win a pressure on ties. It lets you initiate a pressure without engaging. So that's why Captain's Coat costs $3. Guild Triskelion, which we saw last time, it turns the equipped character into a duelist, and then it lets you issue a challenge with your finesse. And then, of course, my favorite Echo's here. What's up, Echo? I put myself in a funny position now because I can't really afford to play things like, Contempt and Hatred now that I have a mercenary, but you can. You can afford that.
I could.
And watch out, we both have 1 renown.
Yeah. All right. I may be making a mistake, but we will see. We're going to have fun with it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, you still haven't played Leshy, and that scares me. That really quite scares me. And I've definitely kind of leaned the control route today.
This control Asura that I'm seeing right now is... make me feel some kind of way, Carl.
The secret is that Asura is a control faction. that is the secret.
My good buddy that whose deck I'm playing is messaging me more bore.
Oh man, these are tough. All right, well I think I just need the chonk. Let's chonk it up. Are you ready?
It up.
Let's see it. This time, you played the Leshy and I played the Winter's Winds. I played the Boar's Guile this time.
Oh, hefty lad.
And you've got a Valyri, I've got a Torsten. 40 to your 34, so I'm going to snag that back from you.
Good.
I just don't know what you're going to Leshy. I can add a renown to any location. I'm putting it at... See, I'm playing the control end, so I think I'm just going to have to drop into the forums here.
Okay. I am going to...
And I'm going to choose Ivy as my target to slap around today with the Boar's Guile. So all my combat cards get +1 thrust against Ivy.
All right, I'm going to Leshy Echo away.
Goodbye, Echo.
Boink. And then Batman comes in.
All right, and I'm going to go ahead and draw not 5, but 6 cards because I'm +1 panache.
Also +1. Oh, sorry. No, Leshy is 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah.
Too many. Well, I guess I gotta make that work. All right, I've got the opening here. The cool thing about the Leshy of the Wood is it kind of kills Katarina's ability, unless I want to send her to No Man's Land. which I'm not particularly hype on.
It keeps her safe.
Let's go ahead and walk Gicinto up to the forums.
It would be funny to just execute Gicinto, but that would be a terrible waste.
Did you forget Gicinto's city action? It's only the scariest. City action, engage Gicinto, engage target opposing character, and move them and Gicinto to the same adjacent city location. He is a kidnapper.
He is.
He will take you with you. He will shove you into a back alley and tie you up.
Engage them both is just so dirty.
Well, because Gicinto effectively turns off after that, you know? So it's a heavy price to pay, but he's worth the $5.
Man, that is really hard to deal with. Alright, I'm going to... None of this is good. Okay.
Yeah, I am at 9 cards. I have to get rid of 4 of these by the end of the day.
Wow, that's a lot of cards. Alright. I'm going to move Ivy over to the docks.
I'm going to walk Torsten over to the docks.
Uh-oh.
Can Batman defeat the kidnapper? Not in one swing.
Not in one swing.
He can send 2 threat, which Gicinto would then decline and be alive with 1. So unless he's got like a bleed out in hand, which isn't unheard of in an Asura deck that wants to smash. Not initially. Over time, yeah, totally. He could plink away.
I'm going to move... If I move Valeri, you're just going to decline the duel and take your 2 wounds. And
I'll take my lumps.
Yeah, and then throw an incredible amount of threat at Ivy. So I'm going to move Yevgeny up.
Now we're talking.
Because I want those real good gambles.
I'm going to turn Torsten into a sorcerer.
Ho-ho!
Torsten is now equipped with Tem Noted the Burb. He's a Pelushatel. Don't ask questions about that. Unless they're to Carmel at Gen Con. He can answer your questions, and if you feed him a beer, he'll have the excuse of, I had something to drink and I slipped, and now you know why he's a Pelushatel. So now Torsten is at 7 resolve, and he's a sorcerer.
Yeah, he's a sorcerer. I am thinking Captain's Code is good but expensive. Alright, I'm going to... Yeah, I don't like any of this. I'm going to have Ivy claim the docks.
All right, Coxatrice gets his witch. He said, I hope to see a Torsten command here. I'm playing Matushka's Command, and I'm paying for it with Yevgeny's ability. Matushka's Command is a sorcerer action, but now Torsten's a sorcerer. Move all engaged characters at your performance location home. Get out of here, Ivy. Are you going to play Stubborn?
Gonna stubborn it.
Ah, okay, Ivy sticks around. Then engage all of the remaining characters there.
Yep.
All right. There's the command, but Ivy stuck around. And now it's back to you.
All right. This is kind of hard. I am... You know what? Screw it. I'm going to Batman in
On Giacinto.
on Giacinto.
Giacinto sees this coming and says, that's okay. Oh, but are you going to relentless and just get rid of my Giacinto?
That's something you got to ask yourself.
I know, right? You're sending 2 at me?
Sending 2.
How many cards do you have in hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I also have 7 cards in hand. I think the answer... You could have that Relentless in hand. You're going to be down another card if I decline this duel. Chat will giggle as Giacinto dies. But I think getting the utility out of him... I could just lose more cards and try to end this duel, but... How much do I want to lose? Here's the deal. Most cards are going to be able to block 2. I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to roll with it. We're going to gamble.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I've got a Blood-like Winter and a Morelli's Revision. Of these 2, I want to see the Morelli's Revision because that cancel ability is so good. So I will play the Blood-like Winter. I'm going to block 2, send 2. Here you go.
Okay. I'm going to gamble as well because I don't want to spend what I have in my hand. Oh, there we go. I could just main gosh, or I could Predatory Pursuit. Block 1, take nothing because you have a punch of 0, and send 4.
You're going to send 4 this time. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm now going to decline the duel. Because the cost is, if you do have Relentless, you're going to have to take a wound.
Correct.
So I'm going to not decline the duel. I'm sorry. I'm going to not play a combat card, which means I take all threat as wounds up to your combat, which is 2. So I'm going to take 2 wounds. Do you have any responses today?
As a matter of fact...
Thank you, Coyote. It is a good-looking camera. I only got it on your suggestion. I hope that people can see it's a bit crisper this time. They can actually read some of the cards. We had a small upgrade.
I am going to not react. That was what we like to call a bluff, chat.
Oh, all right. I bluff chat. I'm like, goodbye, Giacinto. Giacinto lives with 2 boo-boos. And I only had to gamble once out of it. All right. Poor guy. I just don't think it's necessarily worth it to drop those right now, although it is appealing. Should I do it? should I do it? I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't know. Saving... You know what? I'm going to do it. My Fight Alone. City action. If your performer is the only character you control this location, they heal a wound.
Nice.
Okay, I'm glad people are noticing. I'm hoping it's a bit more crisp. I want you to be able to see what the cards are because it was a little blurry before.
And I am going to... toss My Fight Alone to Strong Hands. Yoink.
Oh, you've got it for sure. All right. Let's go ahead and drop another My Fight Alone to heal the last wound on Giacinto.
Oh, incredibly sexy.
Undo that whole thing.
Undo that whole thing.
I need him back at full health when he's just got that 3, you know? All right, I'll take card images. That's great. Back over to you.
Okay. I kind of want that Guild Triskelion on Valeri. However, I also really like what's in my hand, so I'm going to pass.
I move Yevgeny up to the docks.
Oh, incredibly sexy. All right, now I'm going to wish that I had appealing to the people.
Oh yeah, appealing to people's great. Yeah, because you can. I should probably update this. You control both the docks and the forums right now.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. All right, even action. You passing?
I gotta pass.
All right, I'm gonna walk a Katarina up to the docks.
Don't like that. So now you've got plenty of influence on this location, which is rough. All right, I am. I want to pass.
All right, you're passing. So I'm going to issue a challenge with Yevgeny against Ivy.
Ooch.
And I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3, and 4 threat to Ivy.
I don't like that.
Right across Yevgeny's face over here.
Don't like that.
Don't decline.
Even a little bit. Yeah, and he'll just stand right back up.
But you got one gamble where you reveal 3 cards.
Yeah? Yep, my inexperience is showing here. All right, I'm going to take my gamble of 3. We'll see what we got.
Strong hands. A new strategy. And Ming Gauch. I think strong hands might be your play. It means you send 4 at me?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm blocking 2 no matter what. So, yeah, I might as well strong hands.
All right, so Ivy will take 2. And now I have 4 sent to me. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which means I'm probably actually going to walk away with some boo-boos today. Because that's a big swing. I'm going to take a gamble here. I'm going to reveal top 2 from my deck. Oh boy, look what I've got. Justice Served Cold by who? Who but Alizilla. That might actually... is just as... I'm going to play Justice Served Cold. So I'm going to riposte 1. Let's turn that way. Riposte 1, parry 1. Then I'm going to thrust 1. But wait, I'm Yevgeny, so I'm going to thrust 1 more. But wait, I chose Ivy as my target for the Boar's Guile. So I'm going to add 1 more, and I'm going to take 2. First blood on a leader is Yevgeny.
Yeah, I feel bad. The one thing I did, because my my buddy originally had nothing but duelists in here, nothing but fight characters, and I'm like, I kind of want some support characters too, and now I'm paying for that.
Bonk.
Bonk. And Blood Like Winter doesn't cancel RPT of risks, right?
It doesn't. Blood Like Winter can cancel, I think, abilities.
Okay.
I'm going to go look here, because I think I sunk. I didn't sink it. It discarded it. That's what I did. Here we go. Yeah, City Reaction. When your opponent's risk targets your performer, so it's the risk itself, pressure the performer's location with combat. So it has to specifically call out targeting.
Yeah. All right, there's really not a lot I can do. But you know what? I'm not going to go down without a fight, Carl. And I'm going to...
Man, Harold, you're so fast with those rules updates. He's on fire. Harold is a machine. He is like no other man I've met.
Oh. Yeah, none of this.
By the way,
is
did you
good.
reveal any sorceries with Ivy when you revealed your 3? You revealed that? No, you didn't in Main Gauche, yeah.
Yeah.
You really want to build a bit more Sorcerer Center with Ivy in it.
Yeah. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles. Yeah, there's no pull in here.
There's no pull. Pull is the most important card to put in a Asura deck because you
Again,
always have a sorcerer,
Yeah.
and he always wants to be opposing people.
Again, this is not my deck. I'm just a pilot for it.
That's all right.
And I am going to. Yeah, having pull would be pretty cool. I need more stand-up effects. I was really tempted to do Until Morale Improves because I was behind on people. And
Until Morale Improves is a very hotly contested card to play in an Asura approach deck.
Yeah.
I think it has merit. I think it has merit. People are
It's in
afraid of
here.
it.
It's here. All right. Cards in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Aruni.
I don't think I'm going to be able to put any more wounds on Yevgeny. You've already gambled once.
Yep, I've got 1 gamble left, and you've got none because you do
got
1
none.
gamble. Yeah.
All right. I think I'm just going to let Ivy.
Let it slide. All right.
Yeah,
Ivy goes
Ivy's-
to the locker. Poor Ivy.
Poor Ivy.
Goodbye, Ivy.
See ya.
Goodbye, Ivy.
Goodbye, Ivy. All right.
All right, and now it's your action.
My action. All right. I'm gonna pass.
I'm gonna go ahead and claim the forums with Jacinto
Oh, snap.
because I've got 2 influenced tier 1 at the location.
That's true. You got it.
Anything else?
Double checking, double checking. Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think the free claim off the captain's coat's worth it. I'm gonna drop an appealing to the people, and a Machuca's efficiency to buy the captain's coat and put it on who else but a Katarina.
That's an excellent choice.
She's got it now. I'm down to 2 cards in hand, so I'm at a deficit right now because you're up by you got 5 in
I
hand.
got 5.
Yeah,
and you're about to grab this location, and there isn't anything I can do about it. Yeah. I'm going to pass.
I want to be funny. I'm going to use a city action to move a renown from this location to another, and then move a Katarina over here.
Fantastic.
So 3 renown at the forums right now.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I should have just...
Oh, you're right. I won't get that Guile renown. Well, you know, I don't know if I'd rather have the character removal or the renown, but I think the character removal for now I take.
Yeah. All right. I am... I'm going to pass.
I'm going to pass as well.
All right.
So we hit plunder. I'm going to pick up these 3.
All right.
Everybody's going to come home. But wait, I'm going to play
Wait.
Stubborn on Jacinto, and he's going to stay at the forums.
Oh, my goodness.
Jacinto stays. Nothing like getting a Jacinto already in play. Speed is the name of the game with him. It does mean I'm down to just 1 card in hand, but I like having him out. Oh, no, he stays.
What did I say? Yeah, you're really up right now. I'm really going to have to think about what I do carefully.
So I'm up at 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 renowned, 1 right now. Renown, excellent. And we are day 3, and let's make these locations revert back to neutral. Excellent. All right, let's see what we got. First of all, new city cards. The docks. Ka-chow. The smuggled item is at the docks. It's a +1 influence attachment. Ravenna. I love Ravenna. She's at the forums. And then we have the Devil Jonah's Bones, which lets you gamble an additional card when you do gamble. Is at the Bazaar, which is a fitting place for it. I'm at a tough spot because I actually can't really recruit any more characters because when I bring another one in, I'm going to be at crew cap, which means recruiting a Ravenna today is not going to be all that helpful, although I do love her. This makes the decision. Pretty easy. I wonder if you're going to go with the boar and just pick some stuff up. I wonder what you will do. I think this is the move, though. I think that's the move.
Still can't believe you managed to heal up Jacinto.
Yeah, I just threw 2. I had the right cards in my hand for it. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, I've got Alina and Leshy of the Wood. Let me just move Jacinto out of the way for our reveal here. Ooh, Miato and Ota, who I do fear.
And until Morale improves.
Yeah. So, you got a 30, and I've got a 34, which means I'm going to choose one of the outermost locations. What do? You add a renown to any location, or move a renown to an adjacent location. Here's the thing. I don't like the idea of the Devil Jonah's Bones being something you have access to. So I am going to nuke the Bazaar today. We're going to move it over here. I'm going to choose one of the outermost locations, place a renown on the other 2 locations. And then, of course, the Bazaar can't be controlled. The city cards there go away. You can't move renown there, but you can move there. And that's what I'm doing with Leshy today.
All right.
And I will draw 5 cards at the end of planning, and then Alina comes home. So you got Miato and Ota, and of course you got Until Morale improves, so you get to add a renown at any location or move a renown. Do you want to add or move?
I'm going to move a renown over here.
It moves to the docks. This makes perfect sense given the position that Jacinto's in. All right. So let's go ahead and draw our cards, and I just have to keep in mind you're going to have less cards. This might equalize us because I'm only going to draw 5. 3, 4, 5. So I've got 6 cards in hand, and you're going to have how many? 8?
Yeah, I'm going to have 8.
Whew. All right, still ahead. Still ahead.
Of course.
All right, well, I'm going to open with... Oh, that's tough. Yeah, let's open with a Katarina, because I've got the first player token today.
Yep.
A Katarina is going to go ahead and move to the docks.
All right. A lot of this doesn't help me. Okay.
The boar has not bashed things. Hi, John. How's it going? No, the boar has not bashed things. Neither boar. The only boar who's bashed things is my boar who bashed Ivy, but it's not been a boar on boar yet. I've been trying to avoid that because he does have Grandfather's Hammer. He would have the advantage on that 1v1.
Thinking deep thoughts.
If only. We have to make more boars. That's what we have to do.
We have to make more boars.
They want Brandon says he was expecting 30 to 50 wild hogs. If only. If only. Asura could use it.
Yeah. Oh.
You get a lot of fighters over there, huh?
I do.
Yeah, I hate
however,
that.
I don't like any of this. All right. I'm gonna. I'm going to feel sad. Yeah, I'm gonna Scud Missile Valeria.
Batman.
Batman.
I'm gonna decline this duel.
Boink.
Do you have a relentless?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Well, I've already got 2 on me, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a Katarina City action. Engage this card. Pressure your location, your performer's location with influence. If successful, claim this location. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take the docks. The docks is mine today.
Yoink. Well, I'm gonna be sad. Oh.
2 wounds on a Katarina. She is halfway to dead.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm gonna Morelli Saber on Mayoda and Oda.
Ooh, I hate that because you can double that.
I sure can.
Yeah, I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Well, let's go ahead and move Alina. I already control this location.
Sure do.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and use a Katarina's city action. Move her now from this location to another one.
Mm-hmm.
Move a Katarina to a different location. So she's actually going to move over to this spot.
Over to the middle of nowhere.
Right in the middle of nowhere. But I did pull... I've got the docks right now, and I did move a Renown to the forums where Jacinto is chilling and waiting
Okay.
patiently.
He is quite patient. Oh. No. I am going to, until morale improves, Valeri back up.
He stands up.
Stands up.
I'm going to walk Alina up to the docks.
Alright, I'm going to double check Alina real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yoink.
Alina has a city action. It lets her move to an adjacent location, and if she is opposed there, she can then on guard.
Mm-hmm.
And then she has an ability that says when she performs a sorcerer ability, you can move her around to her location.
Yeah, so she can move the Renown over.
Mm-hmm. If she, provided she did a, a viable sorcerer action there, yeah.
Yeah. And I assume you have plenty. Alright. None of this is good. Jacinto.
I'll take the hog title. I'll be the hog, Brandon. He's the boar, I'm the hog. I am the imposter. I'm hogging all the renown right now anyway, so.
Love it.
But
Jacinto just makes life so hard.
yeah, he's made things challenging, and I was thinking, hey, was it a good idea for me to play Might Fight Alone on him twice to get him up to full health? And I think the answer was yes, because it prevented another Batman attack.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. I was going to Batman him into the ground. Oh.
Yeah, he's being a real lazy right now.
Yes. Alright. I am going to have Valeri fight Jacinto.
No, it's happening. All right, I'm going to decline the duel. Do you have the Relentless?
I sure don't.
All right, I've got 2 wounds on...
Valeri just likes fighting.
Jacinto has declined. So, by the way, sorry, he can't actually do that. He's already done that action. Each action is once per day.
Oh my god, you're
so he can't
right.
do that.
He can't. Oh my goodness, I'm a fool and a fraud. Wow.
I was ready to just decline it again.
Yeah. Wow.
Show you the word by stuffing. Jacinto wants to show you the world by shoving you into a sack. Corey says Jacinto just wants to show you the world. That's a nefarious way of doing it, I'd say.
Sure is.
When did he have that one wound?
When he stood up.
Oh, yeah, because until morale improves, yep.
Yeah. Okay, I will... None of this is good. Jacinto, or Valeria's just going to fight Alina, I guess.
All right, I've got 2 coming at me. I'm going to decline the duel.
Hell yeah.
Where are those relentless? I'm waiting for them.
It would be nice. Yeah, I don't have Relentless. I don't have Unsanctioned Duel right now.
Torsten's going to walk up.
Oh, Torsten's going to walk up.
Yep, Torsten walks up.
All right. Miyoda's going to walk up.
Miyato and Ota are here. Hate it. Well, I suppose you're going to issue a challenge.
I might, maybe just.
You might, maybe just. I still got Jacinto chilling at home. The second I engage him, the boar's going to walk up.
He might.
So you have me in a precarious spot. I'm going to pass because I'm up by the renown right now.
You are.
Jacinto's out where he needs to be. Actually, I lied to you. I'm going to do more than that.
Are you?
I'm going to do more than that.
Goodness.
I'm going to pitch a card.
Are you?
I'm going to pitch Triage. And Torsten's going to buy the smuggled item.
Wow. He's so renownedful, or influential.
He is. He's here for it.
All right, so he's got a bird, he's got a bag.
He's got a bird in a bag.
He's got a bird in a bag. He's got a bag and a bird. He's a little bit heftier.
All right, over to you. Because I was figuring you could just pass, and then I'm going to walk away with 1. I might as well be up an influence and turn Torsten into a 7-3-1-3, which he is currently.
Good.
That's a hell of a stat line right there.
All right. I am going to, until morale improves, Miyota, and I'm going to turn Tornstein sideways.
Oh no, Torsten just turned sideways. I'm going to play Voice of the Gods. And I'm going to use Sorcerer City action, engage my performer, on guard, target character at your performer's location, send this card to the locker. Get out of here, and to the Devil Jonah with ye. And we did that because when you do Galder, the rune breaks. It's broken. You're not getting that back. It's in itty bitty pieces. Rough. So Torsten's up. Alina's here. Your action.
All right. Well, I'm going to feel sad as a reaction. And, not as my action. And... I could put Alina down, but that wouldn't do anything.
Torsten can count to 6, I think. I think Torsten did learn to count to 6.
He can. He has 2 hands.
Ask Carmel.
Most of them have their fingers. None of this is good. All right. Wine. All right.
I don't have a game-winning amount of renown on the table, which means I'm stuck either going dominance, which I can't because I Leshied myself, or I'm stuck doing assassination, which is a long shot because your boar has Grandfather's Hammer, and he's thicker than a Snicker right now because he has no boo-boos.
All right. I am... You know what? I'm going to have Miyota turn sideways on Torstein and use the technique for an extra thrust. So 4 is coming at Torstein.
I mean, I think the move is I just decline the duel. And I just take 3, yeah.
I figured you might.
Because you don't have the Relentless, otherwise poor somebody else would have died. I'm going to go ahead and engage Jacinto and claim the forums right now.
All right.
I think we're at the point that I can do that.
Okay. All right. I don't like any of this. like any of this at all.
You're probably in a position where you're just going to try to take somebody with you.
Yeah. None of this is good. So you're going to be at 6. I want to just kill Jacinto because he's so annoying.
I feel like I'm at the point where I just let you do it. I'm going to pass.
All right, Yevgeny turns sideways and uses his technique for +2 thrust, 6 thrust at Jacinto.
All right, I'm going to accept the duel because to do otherwise would mean that Yevgeny stands back up. Yeah, gross. You're sending, let's see, 3, 4, and then +2 with Grandfather's Hammer. Gross. I'm going to gamble? Oh, man. Collateral damage, and let's send as much threat back as I can. It doesn't matter. I'm 0. So I'm going to hold on to the heroic because I don't need the collateral damage based on how this game's going. I'm playing more control. Block 2, send 2. I expire. I'm gone. Jacinto's in the locker. Goodbye, Jacinto.
Ooch, oof. That is my action.
Oh, you got to deal with your threat. You got 2 threat.
I got 2 threat. Okay, good gamble.
You want? I guess.
Okay, yeah, I'll
Use. I'm done with you. All right, it blocks it.
Yeah.
Blocks it both.
Yeah.
All right, and that's the duel.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I don't know why I did that when I could just eat 0.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk Yevgeny up here.
Ooh.
Yevgeny is now at the docks.
Oh no. All right. All right. I'm going to toss Boone and Tend the Wounded and Stubborn
He's discarding 3 cards right now.
and Indomitable Will.
4 cards.
For Ravenna.
Oh, so now you've got a total of 2 influence there, huh? All right. I'm going to. I have not used Yevgeny's reaction today.
Pitching a lot of cards.
I'm
I
going
need
to
bodies.
pitch Razrushitel. City action.
no.
Target adjacent enemy character. I choose Ravenna. I'm going to move my adjacent performer to their location.
No.
Oh, I'm not going to engage Katarina. I'm not going to do it because I would send her home and that's kind of useless. But I will put a wound on her with Razrushitel. And now Katarina is over at the forum, so the renown count, the influence count is 2 to 3. So, yeah, so I'm up by 1.
You're up by 1. Well, that hurts. That wounds my soul. All right.
So now we have an equal amount of characters.
Sorry. Before you do that,
Sure.
Let's see. You
Played
targeted
Razrushitel, target her.
Bloodlike Winter.
Oh, cool. That will straight up stop it.
Yep.
So it says cancel the effects, right?
Yep.
Cool. So I don't even move over.
Nope.
So you just cancel it all. No wound for you.
And wasn't it Katarina sideways or no?
Nope. She has never been sideways.
Goodness. All right. Well, at the very least, I'll have to force you to have her move over. So,
I mean, you could just claim now.
I could claim now, and then you'll move over. Oh,
Well, then I moved over and I'm
then you
engaged,
moved
right?
over. Okay. Yeah,
All right, so you're going to go ahead and take the forums
Point.
back from me. Well done with the Bloodlake Winter play. Forum swings back over to you, so I lost my Razrushitel, which is a bummer. So I'm going to take it out on Valeri by issuing a challenge with Yevgeny at Valeri. 1, 2, 3, 4 threat coming to Valeri right now.
All right. Valeri's going to do his level best, and he is going to gamble.
Going to Bloodlike Winter and Boone.
All right. Well, we all know what's going down.
Boone it is. So you're going to block 2, send 3, so you'll end up taking 2.
Yep.
1, 2, and 3 to Yevgeny. We're going to gamble with Yevgeny, revealing Iron and Velvet, and oh man, I like both of these cards so much, but I'm going to take the one that thrusts more, which is Iron and Velvet, which means I'm going to take 2 wounds, but it's worth it to me, because I'm going to block 1, send 1, 2, and 3. I would hate to just send 1 on the riposte with Indomitable Will, so it's too bad taking more wounds, but it's, I think, better in the long run to get rid of Valeri. I need to, because our crew cap's even right now and I've got more wounded characters than you, I just have to reduce the body count on your end.
Yeah. All right. I don't want to use these cards, so
Gamble again.
gamble again.
Ooh, you got a Iron and Velvet and a Indomitable. Oh, you got the same gamble I just had.
Wow.
You're going to want to take the Indomitable Will because it's going to block the most. Because that'll effectively block 3. You riposte 1, parry 2. You could apply... Do you have more wounds than me? If Valeria has fewer wounds, actually you could turn the 2 riposte and send 2 to me with your technique. Because
Okay.
you currently have fewer wounds than I. You've got 3 wounds and I've got 4.
That's true. Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, so you're going to riposte 2 and then parry 2 and no wounds for you, which means I'm going to gamble again. I'm going to reveal Asuran Intrigue and Matryoshka's Command. Yeah, right. I'm going to sink that all day. And we'll go ahead and block 2, send 4. Because send 3 normally, Evgeny has +1 to his combat cards.
Oh, that one.
Yep.
I'm a dummy.
Just pass it back to you with 4, but I'm out of gambles and you've got a gamble to spare.
All right, another gamble. Poke. And...
Temnota
Ooh.
in Maliri's Revision.
Okay.
Morelli's Revision, excuse me.
Okay, yeah, I could block it all. Let's
You
do
could
that.
if you pay cards from hand.
I
Because
could.
it costs 1. And that means I've got to pay more. That means you're going to sink Temnota, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna sink Temnota.
Yeah, stop making me use cards from hand, please. I hate that.
Well, I'm having to use cards from hand just to throw wounds on.
So if you do that, you could get, because the maneuver says you can get +2 parry, or you could wound me, and I get -2 thrust. So it's going to be better to get the +2 parry, because that
Yeah.
turns you into a riposte 1, parry 3, thrust 1. So you're going to send 2 back to me total.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
So,
So riposte 1, parry 3, thrust 1. That's, yeah, I just put 2 in front of me. That's gross. I've had a lot of trouble trying to put him down, and now you're making me play cards from hand, so I'm going to play Heroic Intervention from hand. Riposte 1,
whoops.
parry 1, thrust 2. Hey, thrust 1 more because I'm Yevgeny. So you've got 4 in front of you again. You just made me bleed resources. I hate that.
and pay you for the
Yep.
maneuver. Okay, I got no gambles left. Evgeny's a little messed up.
Carmel cannot take credit for that name, Croy. That is actually from Steven Verhagen. He had some really, really clutch names for cards.
All right, Valeri's gonna be toasted out. I'm gonna play Rashukatel from hand, and I'm gonna throw 4 at you.
Man. Ugh. So I could lose cards from hand. But I'm going to take... here's the deal. You sent so much at me, I can't block enough. So I'm just not going to play a combat card. And I'm going to get hit with a total of 6. Just too bad. So, man, that I really paid for that fight with Valeria there. But I got Valeria off the field.
You
And
did.
removing a piece is pretty important.
Batman dies once again.
Batman's gone. Goodbye, Batman.
I don't think I've ever seen a game where Batman survives to the end.
Yeah, I mean, he's a tool that you use until he reaches his demise.
All right, my turn. I'm going to wound and draw a card. Yoink.
Yeah, and I've got an Unguard Torsten here who hasn't done anything except take 3 wounds. And I can't really walk over here and do much. He's got 3 influence. He's very influential. Here's the deal. I'm going to pass. And I think both of our... you have... Okay, there's no more Lashies, which means there's going to be 3 open locations next time.
Yeah, and you've got a lot of renowned.
But I've got a lot of wounded characters. Like, I've got a lot of characters who, if you just sneeze at the right way, will turn to dust.
Okay.
I have an opening, actually. I lied. I wasn't even thinking.
Do you want
Here's what I'm going to do instead of passing.
to? All right.
Move Alina to an adjacent city location. If she's opposed, unguard her.
Yep. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. I am going to pass.
I'm going to engage a Katarina and move her over. I'm now at 4 influence of that location.
You sure are. I have to pass.
I'm going to engage Alina to control the forums.
You sure are.
All right, you passing again?
I have no choice.
I'll also pass. So we go to plunder. I'm at
6.
6. Everybody comes home.
I'm looking real messed up right
Except for Alina, because I'm going to play Stubborn again. And Alina's... I'm sorry, Katarina. Katarina's going to stay out here.
now. She sure is. Oh.
And Yevgeny's got 6 wounds on him. Let me mark that on the scoreboard here. Poor Yevgeny, just getting slapped around. I mean, I don't expect you to have any sympathy for it. I wouldn't blame you. From your perspective, he deserves it.
I'm just gonna feel a little sad here. Things are looking rough, chat.
You do have, I mean, I think your best option right now, because I'm so far ahead in Renown, is kill Yevgeny.
Yeah.
And I've just got to really kind of try to protect the football today.
Mm-hmm.
But you get rid of Jacinto, and that's pretty big. You have 2 characters who can issue at least 3 combat challenges. You have a Ravina to increase your hand size.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you have options.
Yeah.
Let's reveal the cards for day 4. Let's update our counter to day 4 as well. Day 4. Actually, do you want to deal out the cards for the next day?
I would love to. Chance meeting. Ooh, love that.
Oh, man.
Pena.
Chance meeting hurts right now.
Inauguration day. All right.
All right. Well, I'm put into a spot where what I'm going to have to do is kind of dictated for me. Inauguration date. Pena? Come on, Pena. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, that's it right there.
Yeah,
That's
I don't have a choice.
All right, you ready?
We're ready.
Let's get that reveal for day 4. Contempt and Hatred and Ivy.
All right. Path to Pukatel and
Palushatel.
Palushatel.
All right, so 43 Contempt and Hatred. Add a Renown to the forums. I'm absolutely happy to. Then add a Renown to any other location. If you do, discard all city cards there. Goodbye, Chance Meeting.
No.
Had to get rid of that. Couldn't let you just get more people, so sucked up my little location control card there. And then all the mercenaries have -1 influence, which hurts you and not me right now because I lost my mercenary.
That is true.
So Ravenna's down to 0 influence, and I've got Ivy, who I love Ivy. Ivy is just
Ivy's
so
real
wonderful.
cool.
All right, and you've got Path to Palushatel. What's Path to Palushatel say?
Path to Palushatel says, choose one of the outermost locations that are renowned to 2 other locations. Place this card on the chosen location if your performer. And then the Sorcerer City action, if your performer is at the chosen location, pressure it with influence. If successful, search your deck for a Dar Mashtuka or Pukatel card, reveal it, put it in your hand.
Dar Matushka or Palushatel. Let me see. Do you have Temnota? You sunk Temnota during a duel earlier. So you could go grab Temnota out, get +1 Renown, but that might not be the best thing for you right now. It might be better to go grab something like Matushka's Command, because that'd be really spooky.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to choose.
I see you, Coxatrix. Yeah, Shifting Tides, the +1 Panashram, it's really nice. It's actually not my favorite, and maybe I'm just wrong for it not being my favorite. I really like Contempt and Hatred because it's a bit more focused and lets me maintain that higher initiative.
All right. I will choose. Honestly, getting that extra card is not as important as the Renowned game right now, because if you get any Renowned at all, you got it locked. So I guess and the thing is, even if I concentrate Renowned, you can just have a Katarina spread it to the 4 winds.
Yeah, I'm at the point where every location's going to probably have 1 Renown, by virtue for being here, and because you revealed Path, you're going to have to put one on the forums no matter how you do it, because you can only target outermost.
So...
But you can make it work for it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here and yeah, I'll make you work for it a little bit.
Yeah, here you go.
Here and Path to Pukatel is here.
Cool. All right. All right. So you got an option with Path, and then of course Inauguration Day's active there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and draw some cards. So I'm going to go ahead and draw 5.
I will draw 6.
You're going to be up by 1 card because, and it's like it matters. Well, it matters all the time, but it matters more right now when there's so few cards in play. cool. I'm going to take my first move, and I'm going to move... I think... Yeah, I'm going to move Alina up here.
All right.
Alina is up to the bazaar right now. We have Path and Inauguration Day. Inauguration Day has a forced effect on it. It says, when a pressure occurs at this location, count only the performer and on-guard characters. So it's pretty challenging to navigate that, because right now there's a big event happening. Claude is getting inaugurated. There's a whole party. And only the most influential will stand to be heard. Pena, at the forums, Pena is really cool. He's got a force effect that says basically he can't fight. If he ever takes a wound, Pena's a child, and he's quite devious, and he's a rapscallion. So he'll escape down any back alley. He'll always get out of a fight. You just shuffle him into the city deck anytime he gets targeted effectively by anything related to a duel or wounding. He can also, as an action, engage to move your character and another character to an adjacent location. So think about it kind of like Jacinto, except he moves friendly characters, because Pena knows the way, and he shows the way. But right now, because we're both just about at crew cap, Derek's got 4 characters, I have 5. I just can't take any more, so I'm not going to be buying Pena today. Pena could be a pickup for Derek, but right now our hand size is so tight, it might be tough for him to spare the card.
Yeah, and I have such low influence characters, Path to Paluchatel is just not going to happen, because my only 2 sorcerers are Yevgeny and Ravenna, and both of them have influence 1. So unless I put them both here, and you could just move anyone up, I'm not going to get Path to Paluchatel. Unless I put Yevgeny... even if I put them both there, you'll move someone else up there, and I'll just be... I will get a card and have 2 people in the middle of nowhere, effectively. So... And you're just going to move a Katarina to... Have a Katarina.
Yeah, I've got a lot of renown shuffling right now between Alina and a Katarina on the board. If I can pop any kind of sorcery, I can also shove a renown over here if I really want to spread it out more.
Yeah. None of this is good. Okay, I am going to say...
You might as well move Ravenna Destine up there. And the reason is, Ravenna's 0 influence. Yeah. So no matter where she goes, she's going to be 0. But if you move her up here, I could try to fight you, at which case I have an engaged Alina. She can take a wound to draw you a card, and then you could pop the Path. You're not going to win it. Yeah, you're not going to win it. So I'm talking nonsense right now anyway.
All right, I'm going to... I just need to start killing people. So I'm going to move... Miyoda and Oda over here.
Oh, interesting.
And I just need to start killing people, because that's what this deck does, and you've got a lot of really messed up characters. So I may not be able to kill you, but I can limit your options.
Yeah, you sure can. So she's Miyato and Oda, the pair. Move over there. Here's the thing. I need to mess you up. I'm going to play Pull, and I'm going to pay for it with the Yevgeny discount. So Yevgeny loses reaction when paying for a non-character card.
I forgot my Yevgeny discount.
It has -1 card.
I forgot this.
You forgot about your Yevgeny discount.
Whole game.
I keep announcing when I use it. It's the most important thing.
It's very important.
It makes Yevgeny 5.5 panache. So I'm going to Sorcerer City action wound my performer, and I'm going to put Alina up to 3 wounds. Then, unless I'm a Strega, which I'm not, move target character to your performer's location. Yevgeny, get over here. You're over at the bazaar as well. And there's Alina.
Yeah.
She's got 1 health left.
She sure does. I don't wish I had a bleed out, but here we are. None of this is good. None of this is good at all. I'm going to double check Pena here. That's an engage effect.
It is, but it lets you move, but it is an engage effect. It doesn't really help right now. Pena's an interesting piece because he costs $1 redo. But you can get a lot of utility out of him in later turns, especially if he comes in early. When he drops later, like right now, I think he's probably at his worst value to be picked up.
Yeah. None of this is good. I'm going to be sad, and I wish I had some free, take controls. But you know what?
You do have them. Indomitable Will, all that nonsense. But
I wish I did. But here we are. Okay. Also, does Yevgeny's reaction to lower costs also apply to maneuvers?
yeah, absolutely. Anytime you have to pay a cost, except for characters.
Okay.
Yeah, when paying for a non-character card, it has -1 cost.
All right, I am going to turn Miyota sideways on Alina.
Ooh, wow. You know, it can't hurt unless...
So there's 3.
I mean, you did just ask about maneuvers, but I'm not going to use it against you. I'm just going to accept this duel, and I'm going to play some cards.
Let's do it.
Oh boy, I got collateral, but I'm not using that. I'm just going to use Strong Hands as my gambled card. I'm going to block 2, I die, blah, but I'm going to thrust 4 at you.
Whoa.
So here's 4 for you to deal with, and Alina goes to the locker.
Sure does. All right, I'm going to... Whoop. Dropping cards.
You're dropping your cards on this extra tall table.
Thankfully, I'm too tall. All right, I'm
Yeah, I
going
feel like
to
Miyato and Ota has a lot of
Morales
room.
Revision with Yevgeny, block all of it.
Sure. Miyato and Oda, I think, have the opportunity to be a really good hunter pack to go out there and duplicate techniques. Like, actually, this is a really good example of what they can do.
Yes.
Because you can play that, copy the maneuver, and you can actually give them -4 thrust, which allows them the opportunity for a parry out, but you just wound them twice, right?
Mm-hmm. And as a technique, because I have another one in here, take my other Morales Revision, put on top.
Hey, that's lovely. Read that technique one more time so folks know.
Technique. Choose a flourish. Worth noting, any card with a maneuver has a flourish.
Most cards with a maneuver we learned.
Most cards with a maneuver have a flourish. And in your discard pile, place it on top of your deck. I can't use the Morales Revision that I had on my dueling line because it was not yet in my discard pile, but I already had a Morales Revision in my discard pile.
And now it's on top of his deck.
And now it's on top of my deck.
Which means he can reliably gamble that, which is cool. Oh, did you put it on your discard pile or back on top of the deck?
I put it on my discard pile. It is in this.
Oh, good. I just want to make sure you didn't accidentally take
Yes.
that when we're talking about it. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to use a Katarina's captain's coat, and we're going to go ahead and claim the forums. It is mine now.
Ooh, incredibly gross. Oh, and it doesn't turn her sideways.
No, just the coat turns sideways.
Just the coat turns sideways. I don't like that at all.
You know, when you turn your coat sideways, everybody's like, that's amazing. you know what? This is your house now. You just have my house now that you got a sideways coat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if someone came in at a fancy coat where I work, you know what? I would call him boss.
I'd give him the keys.
Yeah.
Right then.
Right
That'd
then
be
and
it.
there. A particularly fantastic
I just
coat.
have a feeling you own the place.
Yeah. Especially if it has emblazoned on the back, I own this place.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to feel sad as a reaction. And, I am going to toss my fight alone to
Razrushatel.
Yevgeny over. I will choose not to engage him,
But you wound me.
but I do wound you.
I see. As a reaction, I'm going to scream with a Katarina, and I will use the city reaction, move
I
her
said
down
that's a scream.
from this location to another one.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. and then move a Katarina to a different city location. So now a Katarina flees to the docks. Cue Predatory Pursuit. If you have it, I'm going to be in trouble.
I threw away my Predatory Pursuit.
Ah. So now a Katarina's gone. The forums are yours, sir, if you want to claim them by engaging Yevgeny. I'm ready for it.
I'm going to toss Borates and grab Pena.
Oh, Jeepers Creepers. He's got a Pena.
You got a Pena. In all the games we've played, I think Pena has come up in almost every one, and I don't think we've ever actually used his city action.
Why would you? You never need to. We're going to go ahead and walk Ivy up to the docks now.
Ooh, very cool.
So we got an Ivy and a Katarina at the docks, which nobody controls. Pena and Yevgeny over at the forums, which I currently control, and a Miyato and Oda who are engaged over at the bazaar.
Okay. I'm gonna throw Ravenna over to the docks.
What is she gonna do? She's probably gonna draw you a card.
She might maybe just.
With that, I will walk Torsten over to the bazaar.
Oh, gross. And yeah, Ravenna's gonna grab me a card.
Nah, I never saw this coming.
Nobody saw this coming. Oh man, what's that Morelli's revision?
Oh boy,
who saw that coming?
Not I.
Not I.
We're going to use a Katarina to claim the docks.
Didn't you already use the city action?
I didn't use her claim action. So what I did was I used the action on Captain's Coat, which says engage
you're
this
turning
card.
her sideways?
Now I'm actually turning her sideways because her
Got
city
it.
action doesn't turn her sideways. Let's
Got
remove
it.
the renown,
Got it.
and I move her to the different one. Yep.
Understood. This is the difference between a pro boar player and a mere pig player.
And look, man, pro's overstating it. There's some. I think the current district captain for Asura is Tom Dixon. I think it's Tom Dixon.
A lot of Toms out there.
There's a lot of Tom. We collect Toms.
We do. All right. I guess I'll have Ravenna turn sideways on a Katarina because there's no way I'm going to get this location. I might be able to finish her off. One, son! One!
I hate it. I'm going to gamble. I'm going to gamble. Let's see it. Yeah, absolutely I'm going to use Relentless. Because I'm going to repulse that one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I could have used Strong Hands, but this does what I need. And then we're going to thrust 1 and 2 and 3. And I'll tell you what, I don't even know how many Perions I have in this deck. I don't know. There could probably stand to be a few more.
All right. All right. Are you ready for some ridiculously unreal pro strats here?
Take her away.
Strength of 10 on the sorcerer.
All right. I'm going to make you sad. I'm going to play Morelli's Revision and pitch Upman's Jacket. So I'm going to use the reaction on it. When the adversary... If I use the Yevgeny reaction this turn?
I believe you have.
I believe I did with Pole. Yep.
Yeah.
So, when the adversary announces their combat card, discard it.
Oh.
They gamble and play one instead.
Hot.
All right.
Hot to trot.
Oh, well, you're going to use Sunder. That didn't work out so well, but I just don't like you having Strength of 10.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's no reason not to use Sunder.
Yeah, so
I'm toast no matter what.
I'm going to grab these 4 from you because the most you can take is 1. So you're actually alive because my combat is 1. And now I have 4 that I have to deal with.
Darn.
And you know what? At this point, I'm just gambling because I'm going to try to take you with me, and that's not going to do it. I'm 1 away. So we will use the Strong Hands to block 2, which means I'll expire, but not before I spend 4 back to you, and maybe we could die killing each other.
All right.
Poor Katarina goes to the locker.
Yeah. Either way, she's toast. There's nothing I can do.
All right, we got a card and removed a character out of her, so you know there's value there.
Yeah. I don't think there is at this stage of the game, but you know what? I am flailing against the dying of the light right now.
That was your action. My action is I'm going to use Torsten to claim the bazaar, and I currently have all 3 locations.
Boink. Okay. Torsten's gonna try to put Ivy down.
I'm going to pass.
All right, Torsten's going to turn sideways on Ivy.
I'm going to decline this duel and take 3 wounds unless you play Relentless.
I sure am, bud.
Oh, no, Ivy dies. No, Ivy, come back from the locker. All right, I'm down to 2 characters.
Yeah.
And you're sitting here at 4. I'm not moving Yevgeny out. I'm going to pass again.
All right. You're not moving Yevgeny out.
I'm not moving Yevgeny out. I control 3 locations. I need 1 renown left, and each location is at least 1 renown.
Yeah, and Pena can't grab anything.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave Yevgeny at home, unless you can upset this, but I don't know what cards you have.
Yeah, and Inauguration Day doesn't help me.
Actually, it would. You could move... Pena could move Yevgeny over and you could claim it, but then I still have the Bazaar and
you got it no matter what.
the forums and the docks, yeah. So might
no
be
matter what, I'm toast. So you know what, flail.
You're going to kill Torsten?
Yep.
I'm going to keep passing.
All right, Yevgeny turns sideways and throws 6 at Torsten.
I'm gonna. Actually, so he engages to move him over.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Torsten will accept this duel, so Yevgeny doesn't stand up, and I'll go ahead and gamble. And I'm going to play Voice of the Gods, send 4 at you, and Torsten dies.
I'm going to gamble just for shiggles. Yeah, I'm going to block 3, take 1.
All right, so all the characters are engaged. I assume you're passing. And all I've got is Yevgeny at home at the end.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to strength of 10.
Oh, how'd you get it back?
No, I had 2.
You can only have 1 strength of 10. Do you know why?
Oh, it's unique.
Yeah, you have a promo there, buddy. Yeah, all right, there we go.
All right, well, what did I have in my hand instead? Mango. Okay, cool. I was going to strength of 10, toss my renown, and pass twice.
Oh, I'm just going to let you do it. So this one time, you can have 2 strength of 10s just to do that. All right, brilliant. Yeah, watch out for the GG. Right, good game. All right, it is 9 o'clock. Do you have time? Do you want to do one more and make it a 3 because that one went so quick, or do you want to call for tonight?
Yeah, let's go crazy.
Why don't you bring Montaigne back?
Yeah, let's bring Montaigne back.
All right, so Derek's going to play Montaigne. I'm going to let Chat pick the next faction I play. Go ham. It can't be one we've already seen, so no Vidachi and no Asura tonight. Anything but those guys.
All right, I'm going to put my black-sleeved cards back in. Penny goes away.
All right, I'm just setting up our board here. Oops, I'm not that.
You're
not
gonna
that.
take you out to show that it's unique.
You gotta watch out for that unique keyword. It sneaks up, but it makes sense because you had the promo, the historic alt art promo.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
I haven't looked at Chat yet to see what they want. I'm too busy changing the board up. All right, what do we have here? Eisen. Oh, we got a Kratos is Castile. I've got 2 Eisen. I have 3 votes for Eisen right now.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go for the Eisen because we had 3 votes for Eisen, and I played Castile last week, and that was a really tight game actually. Derek pulled the win on that. That was a tough game. Yes. That was actually, I think, one of the better games I've ever had, just in terms of
it was really down to the wire.
Yeah, nailbiter energy was really high up there.
Where is?
I'm just trying to make sure I've got all my cards.
Okay, if we crack open my bonus beer for a bonus game.
Yeah, of course. We're drinking Dragon's Milk tonight. Who doesn't love Dragon's Milk?
I hear dragons love it. Nope. That's Pure Diplomat. Although, testing my Pure Diplomats against Eisen would be really interesting.
Do you have an extra...
Actually, I'm going to leave it up to the chat. Chat, do I go Violence Montaigne or do I go Diplomat Montaigne?
Do you have an extra Leshy of the Wood chilling somewhere?
I might.
I think I just lost mine.
Oh no.
We'll find it. Couldn't have gone far, right?
Yeah, it might be in mine.
Ah, there are 2 Leshies of the Wood in here.
Oh, I thieved it from you.
It's the problem with the mirror. You never know what you're going to lose. Alright, so...
Secret Castile appearance.
Shadow chooses violence. Elazilla says, oh, so, okay, we've got Coxitris saying diplomat approach. Elazilla saying diplomat approach, and then in parentheses, 2 violence. And then Shadow chooses violence. So we got 2 on the diplomat right now.
2 on the diplomat right now?
Yeah, and I mean, it's a pretty good deck if I recall. I think you definitely had the W on me with that one, if I remember correctly.
I did.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go ahead and pull out a Tooth and Claw.
All right, so
Eisen.
was the final answer diplomacy?
It looks like we got 2 for diplomat and 1 for violence. Sorry, Shadow. I did play the it was kind of a quick one with the sorcery. I'll have to pull that out again. But let's see here. All right, I think we're good to go with Eisen.
Okay.
Let's get that city deck shuffled up.
Diplomancy.
The thing I'm most excited about, more than anything, for Gen Con is seeing who's going to get Angelo. That's actually the thing I'm most excited by. Which faction's going to get Angelo, or if
I will say
Vidachi will spoil it.
If I managed to be the tiebreaker and get it to Montaigne, I will make an executive decision to give Angelo to Asura. Because Asura needs Angelo so much.
It's all based on faction, so whichever faction has the most representation in that is going to get it.
Yeah, I know that Montaigne has a lot of representation. I know that Eisen has a lot of reputation. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, didn't you tell me that the lowest representation
last year
was
Eisen?
Was Eisen.
Yeah.
Which was really surprising.
Yeah, I think it was 8 out of 54 people were Eisen.
And I know that some folks said, like, Eisen is the most straightforward faction to play because there's really kind of one way to play Eisen, which is get a lot of bodies and throw those bodies, and load those bodies up and throw them at your opponent with wild abandon.
Yeah, this is the challenge with, actually, Croy and I were talking about this. The problem with emergent gameplay is that we only know what people have been playing and not what new policies and procedures and successful strategies emerge over time. So it's actually kind of hard to say. So right now, I think that Tom Sorensen just has probably the most effective deck. I'm trying to steady our camera.
And I would not be surprised if, since Tom has been throwing his strategy and his deck out there, and it's extremely competitive in every way, I think we may see a lot of copycats at Gen Con because folks are going to say, well, I want to win for story reasons and for clout reasons and because, I like winning. What's out there? Oh, here is a really good competitive deck that has won tournaments and exactly how to play it.
Yeah, it also depends on the pilot behind it. So, it's only going to go so far. And, Tom's a really good player, too. So I think good players piloting good decks tend to do well. All right, our new day 1 for this game, which is...
Oh, Jacinto's a diplomat! Oh!
Yeah, Jacinto's a diplomat. I better get him off the board as soon as possible.
Please don't, actually.
So let's see. Let's go ahead and upgrade this because I am playing Eisen today. And we've got Eisen versus Montaigne, day 1.
All right. You... Playing on the opposite side of Jacinto is really aggravating.
Yeah, and
especially if you're not at a body advantage, because he himself just creates like this massive intimidation factor. Because he just says, "Nope, get out of here, kid." And if you combine that with the incredible movement of really anyone. A lot of folks have really interesting movement cards. I think Montaigne and Eisen probably have the most.
It's tough because people have move with different flavors, right? I think Vidachi...
and I appreciate that.
Vidachi probably has the lowest movement the lowest amount of movement cards. But yeah, Asura's got their own flavor. But I think that on base character abilities, you're looking at Castile. I'm sorry, looking at Montaigne. All right, I've got my 2 out. This is actually tough. This is pretty tough right here.
I don't have any good.
This is actually where things get different with Tooth and Claw, because when you have this initial flop of the first city cards, and you're like, hey, who's going first? Having the higher initiative and knowing what initiative slots people have is big.
Yeah, because Eisen has really high initiative.
Yeah, Coxer just says, absolutely not how we play Eisen out here in North Carolina. I mean, every deck can be played, multiple ways, especially with the growing card pool. A lot of new opportunities open up. It was a struggle, and this is something that the Verhagen brothers, I think, did a really good job on with the last expansion, was making sure Eisen just didn't have anything that really helped them accelerate in what they're already good at. So you might have noticed a lot of the RPT has gone down with attachments that are available to Eisen, just because otherwise auto becomes better and better and better over time.
I'm going to turn this back.
All right, we got 1.
It's a difficult. Yeah, it's really difficult to consider.
Are you going to play Shifting Tides is what I want to know. Ready?
Yep.
No, he's playing the Reputation Mérité and the Jack Harding.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Love Jack. Love Jack so much.
I've got Initiative 85 here, and I've got Tarai.
No.
So Tarai has...
no.
Tarai's got a Berserker reaction.
I hate him so much.
When he issues a challenge, you can wound him to unguard him, which is just great. And then he's got a technique, wound him, remove all threat from him. But he's got low resolve. Thankfully, he's a hero, so Triage is a great play on him. And I have Teeth of the Draken at 85 initiative.
I think that's the highest initiative in the game right now.
No, it's only second to 93 initiative on Castilian Caper.
Yeah, Castilian Caper, that's
yep.
right.
So add renown to 2 locations with no renown. And you're going to put one with... Oh, this is brilliant, because where do you put a renown?
Yeah, you got me by
with no renown.
Too, yeah.
Oh, man, that just turns Jack off. Unless you can do some renown manipulation, move some over.
Yeah, that makes things tough.
All right, so I got Tarai, I've got Caspar, and I have the first player token. I'm going to go ahead and draw my 6 cards.
All right, I will draw my 7.
All right, what have we here? What? Oh, man. I don't like this. It's raining again.
Sure is.
All over my grill outside. The second week in a row.
It'd be like that sometimes.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up, and we're going to walk Caspar up to the forums.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you're going to grab Jacinto. There's really nothing I can do about that. None of this is good. Okay, I am going to... None of this is good.
And by the way, characters at uncontrolled locations cannot intervene.
Yes.
Big for Odette and any Musketeer bubble she builds.
Yep. No Musketeers out right now. Okay, I'm going through my hand right now. I apologize for the delay. There is a plan that is forming right now. I don't like this, Carl. All right, I'm gonna Eventail on Odette.
Makes sense. I'm gonna use Caspar to parlay with Jacinto. He costs 5, and I'm gonna pitch a Panzerhand to pay his cost. So now Jacinto's on my team, baby. Couldn't let you get a diplomat.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Let's be sad as a reaction. And
I have one big downside, which is I have no other characters that can claim locations. He's engaged.
yeah,
Jacinto can claim a location, but when he does that, he's wide open. And then I have Tarai, so I just have to focus on harassing you with Tarai at this point.
yeah. Okay, I'm going to move Odette up.
Ooh.
There's a method to the madness. Actually, no. Hand on the piece here.
Yeah, because here's the thing: you move Odette up, Odette's going to be engaged, and you lose Reputation Merite.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's go over here.
All right, Tarai is going to move up to the docks.
Sorry. Hand on the piece.
Hand on the piece. Go for it.
Hand on the piece. Thankfully, Tarai has a renowned of 0. Not Dash.
Influence of 0.
Influence of Dash. Take that, Horatio.
He can take an Upman's jacket.
He sure can. He can get the Upman's jacket. He can get a smuggled item. He can be a snazzy guy.
Tarai is very scary.
Yeah. All right. I am going to. Yeah. I'm going to move Odette up.
All right. Tarai moves up here.
All right. Jack moves up here.
All right. I'm going to issue a challenge to Odette.
All right.
And this location's uncontrolled, so other characters cannot intervene. I'm going to send 3 at Odette, and then I'm going to use my Berserker attack reaction. When Tarai issues a challenge, wound him. Unguard him.
Incredibly sexy. All right. Odette is going to accept the challenge and move money over.
Hey!
Very important. And there's 3. And I'm going to... Basically, I'm going to force you to use Tarai's technique. Battle of Wits, tossing, you're embarrassing yourself. Block 2, she's going to eat 1. Using the maneuver plus X thrust, where X is your participant's influence.
Yeah, so send 5 at me.
So
6 at me. Oh, shoot. So 3, 4... Yeah, you're going to send a 6 threat at me.
Yes. So 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, so let me just, stack this up. Here's the thing. I don't have to use that technique because what's your combat?
Lethal. Because she's
a
diplomat.
just made it lethal.
Yes. Battle of Wits for the chat. Because she is a diplomat, it is lethal.
Hate that. I'm going to have to use this technique.
You're going to have to use your technique.
Let's go ahead and gamble some cards real quick. Gamble. I got a throwing knife and I'm doing triage. Yeah. I'm doing triage. So I will use Tarai's technique. Wound Tarai. Tarai will take a second wound. I'm just going to pull it from my threat pool because it's remove all threat from him. So all 5 goes away and I drop 1, 2, 3, 4 new threat in front of Odette. That's my one gamble. I have no more gambles.
All right. I'm going to... That's right. This is upright. I'm going to throw a Gauntlet Deeds because I don't think I can block that much any other way.
Come with a 3 post, yeah.
Yeah. So she's gonna take 1, and she's gonna throw 3.
Yeah. Tracks. So I have an interesting decision here. I can keep this fight going, which I think I should. He already took the wound.
I took the wound. In fact, I'm going to...
Oh, that's big.
I might just lose right now.
I'm going to go ahead and...
Tarai's too sexy.
Drop the collateral damage from my hand, because I'm out of gambles. Block 2, send 2, take 1. So you've got a couple options here. I've got 3 wounds on Tarai. He's 1 wound from death.
Yep.
You can keep playing combat cards, or you can say, hey, I'm out. I'm out and just take the 2 wounds, which both carry a level of danger.
No, I can't do that with Odette. Thankfully,
She's got gambles up the wazoo.
She's got a ton of gambles right now.
Did you play this from hand?
Sorry, both of these are played
Yeah,
from
yeah.
hand.
So they're upright.
They're
Yep.
upright. Sorry. 1 and 2. Okay. I'm gonna Bloodmark parry out.
Oh, you're gone. Bye, Odette.
Dunzo. How many cards do you have in hand?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna keep this devotion out. You're just going to
Issue another challenge.
issue another challenge.
Yeah, all day, baby.
I don't know what you have in hand. I don't know when I'm going to come across another parry out. But you know what? This is your action and not mine. So I am going to do Bloodmark.
All right.
I'm going to parry out.
Mm-hmm.
It is now
Probably
my,
for the better.
it is now my action.
Yes, it is.
Sir Jack is moving Terrell over. Try over.
Try moves over.
That is my action.
That worked out nicely for you.
It did. It did.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do.
Do it.
I'm going to play Regroup, and I'm going to pitch a Polished Flintlock to pay for it and move Jacinto over to the docks.
Ooh, don't like that. Oh, I see where this is going. All right. I guess I'll just have Odette, Reputation, Merite.
Mm-hmm.
I succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to grab Leontine
Mm-hmm.
because, of course.
Cool. I'm going to use Jacinto's city action. Engage Jacinto. And then the effect is engage target opposing character, but you're already engaged. Move them and Jacinto to the same adjacent city location. Come here, Odette.
All right. As a reaction, gonna toss Crotaleon. Sea legs are back, baby.
Oh, no!
First time I've ever used sea
Oh,
legs
no!
in my entire
Oh,
life.
solid play.
Oh,
Solid play. You made me
Diplom.
dump a bunch of resources into that. That's pretty cool.
Diplomancy.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
One card in hand.
If we're there, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to wound Leontine, move Jack.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, because moving to another location.
Sorry.
Yep.
Move
One
target
location
character
to
you
another, yeah.
control from her location
That's
to any
pretty
other.
cool. That's pretty cool. What am I gonna play next turn? You've thoroughly shut me down. Well done.
Thank
That was
you.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Diplomats have answers
I'm gonna
because
play-
they don't need to spend all their cards on murder.
A Langschwert on Caspar.
And the thing is, I would like to do something that's a little bit more hybrid of diplomacy and violence, but on the gamble, if I draw 2 diplomacy cards, my musketeer is toast because it can't use any of its abilities, and vice versa. So it really, Tooth and Claw really encourages Montaigne to sort of lean in one direction or another, and that isn't the case with, say, Eyes and Faith cards, because there's nothing exclusory there. But in
You
any
can get away with
case,
them. It's the characters that you play really. It means
Yeah.
you lean into Wilhelm Dunst
yeah.
and other characters who have that zealot trait.
All right. So
Yeah, go
Jack,
ahead.
yoink.
I'm gonna pass, which I think means Leontine's gonna go ahead and claim the docks.
Toss Galantee's Companion.
Hey, ooh, there's new options afloat. I'm gonna go ahead and pass.
I could move Leontine over here and see if I can fight Tarai. And you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. Yoink. You can fight me or I can fight you, but Tarai's going down.
Huh.
No cards in hand. Big plays right now. Big murder plays in the diplomacy deck.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and pass. I mean, you gave up the 2 renown, which is the big thing.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you didn't control the
I
docks.
didn't control the docks.
Yeah.
I'm going to rewind that.
Yeah, okay, there you
Sorry.
go. It's like, yeah, I think
That's
I'm
right. I
very
turned her
happy to
sideways
lose
to
a
get the
try.
reputation very good.
Yeah, you definitely want the 2
Okay,
renown, yeah.
so this sideways game.
All right, so you got that.
Sorry.
Well done.
I'm... I need more beer is what I need.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll drink some whiskey here in a minute. So, all right. So that's gonna put you. We'll update the renown here, but you've got
Can you tell that I am, 175 and only have a single beer or 2 on a weekend?
Yeah, you gotta practice more. You gotta be professional.
I
all
do.
right. So I'm gonna pass.
I'm not ready to
I
go
assume you're
pro.
gonna pass, right?
Indeed.
So we go to plunder. Go ahead and grab your 3 renown there. Is this pretty good?
Boink,
We're also
boink.
going to go ahead and bump up the wounds on Odette, because Odette has 2 wounds currently, which we love.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're up to 2 renown, but I'm sorry, 3 renown, but I'm
She is
sitting
but a
at
few
0.
relentlesses and some collateral damages away from dying a miserable death.
Yeah, we're going to work on getting more zealots and more faith cards too to just build those out. We can only do so much with the card slots we had. All right, so everybody comes home. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Well
my
done.
bones.
But I have a Jacinto. Like, I can't complain
You
too
do.
hard about that. So let's get our second day started. I got to update our day tracker. Actually, you want to spill these out while I update our day and just read them as they come out?
Absolutely. Ravenna,
Ooh, Ravenna Destine.
equal claim, and
Call
Kellen.
it Nadelhide. Okay. Equal claim is a problem to work around, but that's exactly what it's designed to be. So let's see where we're going to put stuff today.
Let's see.
I think that's what I got to do.
I don't have any cards in hand, so I can't use Origami.
Oh, yeah, no cards in hand.
Yeah, so that's the price I pay for Pena. But you know what? I'm gonna make Pena work because I've got Jack for movement, I got Pena for movement, I got Leontine for movement. There's a lot of moving and grooving going on, and I'm okay with that.
That's going to be very helpful, just not right now. Actually, it could just be helpful in general. But you know what? We're going to go that route. We're going to go that route for right now. You really got to keep track of your discard pile with Eisen.
Yeah. This is a tough choice. All right. You and
I'm really happy you got that sea legs off because you've been talking about sea legs for a while.
yeah, I have been unkind to Sea Legs in the past, specifically because of its
RPT.
really anemic RPT and the fact that it has a 1 cost. I would really like it to be a 0, but I guess a 0 would be better done in a specific faction card. But specifically Asura, which I know exists. My brain.
Yeah, it's like a neutral stubborn for sure. It fills a really nice spot. I'm really glad that dropped in the core set.
Yeah. All right.
Ready for
Ready.
it? All right, Auto and Let's Haggle, and you've got Lord Stranahan and Tea and Cakes. Get out of here.
Love
Tea and Cakes with Sir Jack is so disruptive.
Yeah,
All right, so you got a 19.
I'm leaning into the movement here.
I've got a 77, so I'm dropping one on the forums and the bazaar.
And I'm going to add around any location, and an opponent can add around any location. So I'm going to add to, equal claim really benefits me because I have so many movement effects, both for myself and my opponent.
It's true.
So I'm going to put one on the forms as well.
There we go.
Really leaning into tea and cakes.
All right, but I got auto today, which is pretty
And
great.
an opponent can add a renown any location.
Great. I'm gonna put one over here at the docks.
Even Steven.
All right. I've got the lead with Let's Haggle.
You sure do?
I'm gonna walk Caspar Dietrich right up to the docks. We got an equal dispersion of this. Let's see what's going on here. Is my internet okay?
All right.
There we go. I think we've got a small connectivity issue. I just upgraded the internet to support the streaming, so I think we're good.
All right. I'm going to move Jack. Oh, actually, I should probably draw cards.
Yeah. Drawing cards is big. I got so excited. I forgot.
I don't need cards.
I can't tell you the amount of times that happens.
What are we
doing?
What are we even doing, Carl?
I mean, for the record, nothing was going to change. I was always moving
Nothing's
there.
going to change. Yeah.
Nothing's changing.
Nothing changing. I am going to... Yeah, this really doesn't change a whole lot. Yeah. 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 Okay. I'm gonna move up Sir Jack. Nothing changed.
Interesting. I'm going to parlay with Caspar.
Goodness.
And get Ravina on my team.
Wow. All right. Jack is going to invite Ravina to the forums.
All right.
With some money.
With some money.
Boink.
Right on.
Right on.
And you still have that action left. We're going to go ahead and wound Ravina to draw a card.
Goodness. All right, I'm going to move up Strahan, just in case.
Makes sense. We're going to move Auto up to the forums.
All right. All right. Odette's going to move up. Why not?
Jacinto moves up to the forums.
Goodness. Jack is going to move Jacinto to the docks.
Jacinto moves to the docks. Auto will use his city action, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck.
Oh,
Add
Matchlock
an attachment to my
Musket!
Discard the others. Or sink the others.
Oh, the
God,
musket.
messed up. Alright, we have options now.
Trademark. Alright, because she really doesn't need to do anything else. Odette is going to claim the forms.
She's done it. Ravenna is going to issue a challenge to Odette with 1.
Oh, wow. And Ravenna's got 4.
I didn't reset these, so actually it's back to you anyway.
All right. I have a choice to make. I have a nasty suspicion that you have a Relentless in your hand.
Let's go.
And if I just parry out, you're going to Relentless. The only way to stop a Relentless is if Ravenna's dead. So I am going to toss a Status Matters to play the maneuver on Battle of Wits. And I'm just going to turn this sideways for the chat. So I'm going to block 2.
Yep.
I'm going to be throwing 5, and it's going to be lethal because Odette is a diplomat. So at the very least, I'm going to force you to spend cards if you really want to get that Relentless off. Turn this upright to show that I played it from hand.
You said it's lethal, huh?
It sure is, because Odette is a diplomat.
All right, here's what I'm going to do.
Let's do it.
I'm going to play Fight Through the Pain from my hand.
So
So I'm smoked, but I'm going to take all 5 of it. I mean, I'll heal 1 at the end, but I'll be dead. So here's 5.
All right.
There's 5 for you. Ravenna's gone. She's in the locker.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm going to take 1 no matter what.
Probably.
Because even if I get a knot today, I'm going to get 1. If I do, yeah. So I'm just going to take 1.
She takes 1. She's at 3?
She's taken 3.
All right.
And you've still got that assumed Relentless in your hand. So you
But
did,
I don't have a participant anymore. So even if I did...
yeah, but now you get another chance to do that Relentless and slowly erode Odette.
Yeah, so those are my actions. Back to you.
All right, I'm going to move Pena up in case Odette needs to get out of dodge.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my turn.
I'm going to go ahead and equip a matchlock musket to Jacinto, pitching Iron Reply to pay for it. He's got a gun!
Oh no! I bet you dollars to donuts you have some sort of movement effect, like a come hither or something to that effect, to move Odette over. And then we're gonna move Turius up, and then you're gonna move Odette over with a come hither, because I believe a come hither is actually, oh, come hither's adjacent. Come hither's adjacent. So I'm going to move Leontine up to the Grand Bazaar, and there is a game-winning amount of renown on the board.
I'm going to use the city action, discard a card. I'll discard Devotion. Target a character in adjacent city location. They may target character at an adjacent city location may engage if they do not wound them.
Ow!
All right, she's got another boo-boo, everybody.
All right, Leontine takes, boom.
Auto issues a challenge to Odette.
Well, Odo takes a wound from Stranahan, and Stranahan jumps in the way for free.
Ah, okay, now I'm fighting Stranahan.
Mm-hmm. Stranahan will accept the challenge.
This makes sense. If he's intervening, he in fact must.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm gonna parry out.
Oh, bummer. Bye. Okay, bye.
Poink.
Goodbye.
All right, I'm gonna pass.
I'm going to walk Tarai up to the forums.
Oh goodness. I'm going to Pena Odette over to the Grand Bazaar.
I'm going to pay for a matchlock musket by pitching Devotion and put it on Auto.
Ooh.
Auto's got a gun.
Oh no. Oh. I'm so proud of myself right now. Actually, I'm going to double check. I'm so proud of myself right now. I'm going to discard Bloodmark and Valiant Spirit to come hither, Odo, over. Boink. And no cards in hand. Out of answers.
I see. That might be the game, unfortunately.
Diplomacy has a lot of answers.
Yeah, and I just didn't have enough other stuff.
Yeah, really keeping eyes on the prize on Renowned. It has, like, I'm coming around on Diplomats. Like, I've been so myopically focused on fighting the entire time I've played this game that...
Jacinto moves to the forums.
Oh, turning sideways goes to the forums.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Double checked. And his Matchlock musket
Is used.
is used.
Well, actually, I don't engage it, but it's used. I should not have engaged it.
Yeah.
But it is used.
It is used.
This one is not.
So you got 2 Matchlocks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Jacinto's is used, Odo's is not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will pass.
I'll pass as well.
Okay, good game.
What do you mean? Equal claim.
Oh my god, you're right.
I'll let you rewind. Rewind it. Now I've moved
2
in.
2. Okay, I will wound Leontine to move Pena over.
Who's
to
engaged? Yeah, Penny's engaged. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Actually, no. I'm gonna move Leontine over because you're
Leontine is over, okay.
you're just gonna shoot Pena with Odo.
I could, yeah.
Yeah, equal claim is...
I'm going to issue a challenge to Leontine.
Oh, okay. Leontine accepts for shiggles.
Mm-hmm.
First of 2 gambles. I could just parry out. It would be really...
You could take 2 and parry out, yeah.
Yeah, I could take 2 and parry out.
Or you could keep the fight going with a good old paid off.
Yeah, you know what? She's gonna be at 4, and we're gonna do paid off because I know you're just gonna use your technique to make it go.
I just send 3. Oh, because we're post 1, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of stuck here playing Kaspar's Panzerhand to block 4, send 1.
Okay. Second gamble. Oh well. Deborah the Fallen Musketeer. Or
Send me 3.
pull, yeah, send you 3. We'll see where this goes.
I think you've got the game. Let's go ahead and gamble. Yeah, you've got game. Good game.
GG.
Yeah,
GG.
because he'll die, and then even if you die, it's 2-1. So that's the game right there. So those
Yep.
3 pretty quick games. That was day 2.
Yeah.
But I came close, man. I had the Matchlock musket. I was just trying to poke and do something there.
Yeah.
But you had the right answer at the right time.
If you'd really
pretty
held me
snazzy.
to the fire on equal claim,
Of course, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
I know that someone at Gen Con would have absolutely held me to the fire.
Gen Con's a different environment, but yeah, like I mean, equal claim can disrupt some stuff. But
Yeah.
we played 3 games
Yeah.
tonight. We don't need to have an extra long, an
Yeah.
extra long third one.
Yeah, I am really surprised and impressed with how Diplomacy deck has been running.
It's very scary. I think it's actually the thing I'm currently the most afraid of, and have been afraid of since right about when we finished Tooth and Claw. We did our best to try to get it as balanced as possible, but
I think it is. I really do.
we'll
think
see.
It is.
We'll see what happens at Gen Con. Now, keep in mind, I'm also not the best pilot for Eisen. There's way better players out there, and you.
Tom.
I'm talking about Tom right now for sure. I mean, others too.
Oh yeah, there's plenty.
I
out
think
there.
when during the
I don't
pre-release,
want to put Tom on a pedestal, but I'm absolutely putting Tom on a pedestal.
the when the pre-release happened at Gen Con 2022, so the year before last, we had these pre-constructed decks, and the top deck was Eisen. And at that point, that was before he made some changes. That was before Celine became 3 combat. Celine was 2 combat. That was sad. But that was back when Eisen had 7 crew cap, so he could get an extra guy in the field. And it was also, I mean, that's a pleasing asymmetry. It just created problems. And the other thing was, that was back when mercenaries could recruit. So now mercenaries cannot recruit anymore. Only loyal characters can recruit. So mercenary cannot walk out. And I'm sorry, I misspoke there. They cannot parlay. A mercenary can recruit, but they can't parlay.
Ah.
So only friendly, loyal is the term. Loyal characters can parlay.
Okay.
How's chat going here? We really need more faith cards. Agreed. Yeah, we want to try to fill out as many of those spots as we can. We have a lot of cards planned just kind of thematically for Fate and Fortune because you're going to see a lot more of the Sorte tarot cards from like Stubborn, because that's part of the theme of Fate and the Fate portion of Fate and Fortune. Turn their character movement into a walk. Yeah, still super mobile. Yeah, checkmate or not. That's right. Temporarily not. But Derek played very well then, and that's a testament to his deck construction. But with that, we did 3 games tonight, and hey, we did 3 games in less than 3 hours.
Wow.
Those are some of the fastest games I think we've ever played. But thank you guys very much for hanging out. And we'll look forward to seeing you at Gen Con. I'll be on at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time next Tuesday with lead designer for the core game, Rob Croy. So if you guys want to stop in and check that out, you can. Otherwise, it'll be up here on Twitch to watch later. But thanks for hanging out and have a great night.